this week's Smackdown Live. And that, of course, is going to see Kofi Kingston. Hashtag Kofi Mania. Kofi Mania sweeping the world. Obviously, hopefully, tonight, Kofi can get into that WrestleMania match. Hopefully, we see Kofi Kingston up against Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. For those of you that don't watch wrestling on a regular basis, Kofi Kingston has worked for WWE for 11 years. He has never had, I don't think ever had, an opportunity at the WWE Championship. If anyone in the chat knows, let me know. Has Kofi ever competed for the WWE Championship? He's been in The New Day, the tag team The New Day. He's been doing that since like 2013, 2014. He's been doing it a long time. Well, he is on the verge of getting to WrestleMania, and we will find out tonight if that boyhood dream comes true. So very, very excited for that. Hello to everyone that's in the chat. When's it starting? I can tell you, Triple T, that it is 58 minutes away. We have started nice and early. It is something that we try to do these days. We try to start an hour before so that people can join us and we can talk about... I mean, we have got so much to talk about. We need to talk about Raw. We need to preview SmackDown. We've got a Wheel of Fun that we need to do. And people are going to be joining us all the time. Jose David Soler, shout out to you. WWE Daily says, I don't like Kofi. Wow. I am amazed. There is not many people that don't like Kofi Kingston. But hey, you are entitled to your own opinion. Ricky Rivas, thank you very much, my friend. Very, very cool. Very much appreciated. So, yeah, Ricky Rivas there. Is there no zombie? Isn't there meant to be a little zombie fella? No? Okay. Where's the zombie gone? I have no... Has it come yet? I literally don't know what's happening right now. Normally, Frugal, the little zombie, is normally running all over my face, but apparently, just not interested tonight. Doesn't care. So, you have officially been robbed. Ricky Rivas, you have been robbed. Not by me, but by Frugal. Frugal the zombie. So, yes, we need to talk about Raw. We need to talk about SmackDown. We've got the Gauntlet match. We've got the Boss and Hug connection as well. They're going to be on SmackDown tonight. And I can tell you, Raw is actually on right now. I'm just watching Batista at the moment on screen. He looks like the Godfather, doesn't he, from his promo yesterday. Such a weird background as well. Very cool, very different. So, yeah, very much looking forward to that. Shout out to RC Wood Jr. Days, you look like Bob Marley. Brilliant. Dylan the Gamer, Kofi has had a WWE Championship match, but did not win. Dylan the Gamer, who was that against? Stocks fan says, I have killed Frugal. Oh, no! How'd you kill a zombie? Is that possible? It must be possible because I feel like they do it in The Walking Dead. So, there we go. That's a bit of information for you. Zombies can be killed. That is what we've learnt so far tonight. Days Mania is coming, but I don't know when. I think it already happened. I'm sure there was about 5 minutes back in 2016 where, like, at least 5 people were like, whoa, yeah. Yeah, that day, yeah, Days is all right, you know. And that was it. About a couple of minutes later, I think the ice cream van came and they all got distracted. So, sadly, Days Mania has been and gone. But it's nice to look back and reminisce. Days join the New Day. Could you imagine this in the New Day? Yeah? Yeah, it would be a mess. It would be the cancelled day. That's what it would be. Hello, Sean Kester Jr. Triple X. Shout out to KJ. I don't know. I think it was an Elimination Chamber match. Are you talking about the Elimination Chamber that's just been? I was referring to like a one-on-one championship match. I don't really count like a Royal Rumble where the winner gets the belt or an Elimination Chamber where the winner gets the belt. I mean a straight one-on-one contest. Kofi Kingston versus the champion. I don't think that's ever happened. Dylan the Gamer saying it was against Randy Orton. I feel like I need to Google that and find out exactly when that was. Now, I am going to just let people know that we are live, because obviously this is earlier than we normally stream, so I just need to let people know that we are live. That might result in a little bit of lag, a little bit of stalling with the picture, because I am using the same internet to stream this as I will be to send this. But it won't last long, and we're actually going to be talking about last night's Raw. And for me, the highlight, the pinnacle, was that moment when Ronda Rousey's husband got involved. That was incredible. That moment was incredible because this really does open up a lot of doors. You might have seen a video that I put out after Raw yesterday. I was really sitting here, I was looking at what people were saying online, and I was looking at what the rumour sites were saying. I checked on what Dave Meltzer was saying, had a look at a few other wrestling sources, kind of got a feel for what people were saying and what the rumours were, and then I chucked it all into a video. And there's some really exciting rumours and theories out there, and a lot of people saying that he is now a WWE superstar. People thinking that he could be in Ronda's corner at WrestleMania, and that means that Becky Lynch will need someone then. So, no, not me. Conor McGregor. Could you imagine if she does get Conor McGregor? He's going to cost a lot of money, but they could totally do it. They got Floyd Money Mayweather to have a match at WrestleMania, an actual match. He was in the main event. So if they can afford to do that, and now business is better than ever, they can afford Conor McGregor just to walk down to the ring with Becky. That's all he needs to do. Just even if he just steps out with Becky at the top of the ramp, waves at the top of the ramp like that, and she can be like, Conor, I've got this. Thank you very much. I don't need you to walk me down, but really appreciate your support, man. Just that. Here's $1 million. Thanks for coming. Do you know what I mean? The easiest $1 million, $2 million, whatever it takes that Conor McGregor will ever make. They'll just need him to show up on Raw, maybe on the Go Home show. Guys, I cannot stress how epic that would be. If you don't know who Conor McGregor is, A, where have you been living? And B, he is the man. He is the man. He is probably the most known sports star in the world. I'm not sure who else could rival that. Maybe a footballer, maybe Ronaldo. Certainly no one from the NFL, because I can't name a single player in the NFL. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, there's 2. Lawrence Taylor, because he was at WrestleMania. William the Refrigerator Perry. Dan Marino. I'm doing all right here, actually. Can I keep going? What, I'm up to? I'm up to 5. I don't even know if Dan Marino is one. But I think I'm at 5 NFL players. Who's that Beckham guy? Beckham Jr.? Is he a footballer? I think that's 6. I'm counting him. I'm having him. I don't know his first name. Beckham Jr. Yeah. And... what's his name? Gronkowski? Rob Gronkowski? Oh my God. I'm doing well here. Rob Gronkowski. I think I'm at about 7. I've got Tom Brady. Michael Jordan wasn't a... I'm done. That was... I did so well. I was like, yeah! I was getting a bit carried away, in all fairness. So I can name 7 NFL players, which is honestly about 8 more than I thought I could. Hello to Xavier Navarro. Vegan strong star. Wouldn't that take the limelight off Becky? Conor is not one to be in the shade. It's a very good point, but what I just said is, if he steps out on the stage, gives a wave, and she turns around and goes, and you can hear her say, like, Conor, I appreciate the support, man, but this is a fight I need to do on my own. But I know that if anything goes down, I know you're here. I know you've got my back. And that's it. And he could go, if that's what you want, I'm just backstage. You give me a shout. Something like that. Cheesy, whatever, right? That's all it needs. She walks down to the ring on her own. But you've had that moment. Both of them on the ramp, waving together. He can hold her arm up or whatever at the end. Because she's going to win. I'm sure she's going to win. And yeah, I just think that would be really, really cool. But you are right. Very fine line. Because he could overshadow everything. He is that big of a deal. Days, who should I draw? Goldberg or Seth Rollins? Go with Seth Rollins. Hello, vegan. Wrestling J. Oh, no. Undertaker has a match for WrestleMania. It has been revealed. Not officially, has it? I haven't seen anything for an Undertaker match. Roman was a football star. Yes. Gustavo, very good point. Roman was a football... So was Brock Lesnar. I mean, I'm not sure if I can count them because I didn't really think of them on my own. Like, you definitely planted that seed in my head. So I'm not going to count them. I'm going to say that I'm on 7. Happy birthday to Ash3232. Is that Gable? Goble? I'm going to say Goble. I think it's Goble. Very cool. Like Gable, but completely different. Sup, Days, can we be friends? Yeah, of course we can. Conor got arrested. Yeah, he got arrested, but it was a nothing thing. I mean, I'm under the impression that a fan was trying to take pictures, and I think he told him to stop and ended up ripping the phone out of his hands. And I don't know if he trashed the phone or something along those lines, but it's damage to a phone, right? So he didn't get arrested because he did anything like crazy. It was damage to someone's phone. So, yeah, it's nothing. Do you still do the wheel? Do we still do the wheel? Yes, we do. And there will be one in about 20 odd minutes time. Shout out to Nick Petrella. Days, who is your favourite WWE? My favourite what? WWE superstar. I will answer that in a second. Let me warn you, I am sending this tweet, so we could be in Lag City, okay? This is our once a stream trip to Lag City. I'm warning you now that it could be a little bit bumpy for the next 30 seconds whilst I just tweet this out. Sadly, I live in the middle of nowhere, so the Wi-Fi is horrible. So I have to stream off my phone. So if I want to let people know that we are live on Twitter, I kind of have to run the risk of the stream being a little bit wobbly. But bear with me. Let me send this out and then I will be back. And then we will talk about the best wrestlers. That is it. See? Done. I think the best wrestlers, for me, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, I think are the best. Probably in-ring. Obviously, Bret Hart is right up there as well. But I said it the other day. I think the greatest, the first person that I think he doesn't get the recognition he deserves, and it's Bruno Sammartino. Everyone talks about Hulk Hogan. Everyone talks about Ric Flair. Everyone talks about Stone Cold. Everyone talks about The Rock. Everyone talks about John Cena. Few people talk about Roman Reigns. Without Bruno Sammartino, there would be none of them. None of them. He came before them all. He single-handedly carried the WWE on his shoulders for about 15 years, from like early 60s to mid 70s. It was Bruno Sammartino. If you had WrestleManias in the 60s, every one would have been headlined by Bruno Sammartino. and then in the 70s, like I would say pretty much all the way up to 76, Bruno Sammartino would have headlined every WrestleMania from 63 to 76, 13 years, 12, 13 years. And then it would have been, well, who would it have been then? It would have been like Bob Backlund, maybe Superstar Billy Graham. And then it would have maybe Pedro Morales as well. I'm sure Andre the Giant would have cropped up occasionally. And then, of course, Hulkamania kind of started in the early 80s. So a little bit of a, walk down memory lane. Hello, Corey Brown. Daisy faced him in 2010. Awesome, dude. Thank you for that info. So Kofi has had a championship match against Randy Orton in 2010. Conor has been disparaging to so many wrestlers, he'd probably get more heat than Ronda. He idolizes Vince, so I could see him in WWE at some point for a financial standpoint alone. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he is trying to achieve in the sense of that heat that he had with WWE. I don't know if he was just, I don't know. Conor always has an end game. Conor always has some, I feel like he's a bit of a businessman. Like when he talks trash for a reason. So perhaps he's thinking of WWE. Or perhaps someone just gave him grief and he fired back. He's not the most reserved of characters. But that, it's perfect, isn't it? All of that plays into the story. The fact that he had a bit of heat with WWE superstars. Shout out to the Survivor team. Hey Days, want to hear something crazy about my century firework? I didn't even see all of that then, dude. It skipped off screen before I could read it. If you could make a tag team, who would be in the team? Hey Days, want to hear something crazy about my country? Some people put fireworks on a mall to steal jewelry. Wow, crazy. Daniel Cena Jones, his favourite is the British Bulldog. Very cool, dude. Very cool. If you could make a tag team, who would you make? To be honest, I hate, and I've been very vocal about this, if anyone's watched a couple of these streams, I'm sure I mention it every single stream. I hate when they take two singles wrestlers and try to make a tag team. There's been a few occasions in the past where it has worked, but more often than not, like 90-odd% of the time, it does not work. So, an example of it working would be the New Day. If you think like Kofi, Xavier, Big E, they were all single stars, and they all got thrown in a team, and they have been a fantastic team, one of the best teams. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. So I wouldn't want to sit here and say put Tyler Breeze with R-Truth. I wouldn't want to do that. I think tag team wrestling is a very specialist form of wrestling. It's got its own rules. You really need to be a student of tag team wrestling. There's an art form to tag team wrestling. If you want to be good at tag team wrestling, then you better do it on a regular basis. You better be in a tag team. Don't be a single star trying to be in a tag team. It doesn't work. We've seen that with the likes of Ricochet and Aleister Black. I hated that team. Hate it. I'm still not sold on Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. I know their entrances are better now, and I know that they wear the same ring attire, and I know they're working together, and I'm pretty sure, give them time, they will get there. But is anyone excited for Bobby Roode and Chad Gable? When you hear that you are going to see a Bobby Roode, Chad Gable tag match, does anyone get excited? Because to be honest, I get excited when I hear it's the Revival, or I get excited if it's the Authors of Pain. I get excited for real tag teams. The Young Bucks. The Young Bucks are the absolute pinnacle of tag team wrestling. They are right up there with the likes of the Usos. The Usos, they're twins. Like, they were born to be a tag team. These are great tag teams. Great tag teams. I have no issue with tag teams that then break up. No issue with the likes of the British Bulldogs. Team broke up. The Rockers team broke up. Like, that's the right way to do it. But I hate it when stars come together. Kevin Pereira says the Yeti and Repo Man. the Dream Team. The Dream Team. Rated RKO. It's a good example. My favourite team is the Colognes. Dude, totally not bullying you for that. The Colognes are a great tag team. If they actually get chance to show what they can do, they can actually legit wrestle. They are actually very good wrestlers, but they never get used. They never get any time. They're normally booked to job out. But if you was to actually, I tell you what, right, this is going to make me sound crazy, but if you were to put the Colognes down in NXT, put them on NXT TakeOver and put them against the Undisputed Era, you'd have a great match. You'd have a great match. You'd have an absolutely fantastic match because the Colognes can wrestle. It's in their blood. It's like a famous wrestling family. Carlos Colon. So, yeah, I've got a lot of love for the Colognes. They, again, perfect. Great tag team. Meant to be a tag team. So, yeah, nothing but love. Loch Ness Monster. What, do you mean giant haystacks in WCW? Edge and Christian, great example. Yeah, Edge and Christian came in as a team, part of the Brood, worked together, yeah, fantastic tag team. Went their separate ways afterwards. No problem with that. No issue with that. Hardys, brilliant team. Brothers, meant to be a tag team. Would argue they're better as a team than when they're individual. So Hardys, absolutely perfect. Sheamus and Cesaro worked. Yeah, I could lean with that. I don't think it's been a rip-roaring success. They're a heel team, and you have to look at iconic matches for me. You have to think about name a great bar match. Just one. Someone in the chat might be able to do it, but right now, I've watched a lot of wrestling. I can't think of any. I would, at a complete guess, say The Bar versus The New Day. That would be it. I don't know that match was a classic, but I know The New Day tend to put on good matches, so I would go with that. But this is my point. Like, with The New Day, I can tell you a load of great matches. With the Hardys, I can tell you a load of great matches. British Bulldogs, great tag teams. The Usos, I can tell you great matches. But when it comes to people like The Bar, I'm not sure I can. Someone might be able to tell me. Evolution, yeah, Evolution was cool. They're a bit different because they're more of a faction, aren't they? Yeah, I mean, would you call the New Day a faction? Is a 3-person team a faction? Is the Shield a faction? Might be. Could be. Probably is. But at what point is a tag team strictly 2 people and a faction is 3? Was the Fabulous Freebirds a faction? There's all these very complex wrestling questions. I would say that Evolution worked, yes. Undisputed Era versus Shield. The Bar versus New Day versus Usos. Kind of sums up my point. Like, we're saying that one of the best bar matches had the New Day and the Usos involved. Lance Storm and Just Incredible were an example of 2 single wrestlers making a great tag team. I tell you what, I really think this is a great subject. I really do. Because by no means, and I know that you heard me say it, am I saying that there are no great single stars that have become tag teams? I am absolutely not saying that. I'm saying that it's rare. I think there's more bad examples than there is good. I stand by my 90% bad. But yes, you're absolutely right. There's been some absolutely great stuff. Bart versus Hardy Boys. When? The other week. Would you call that a great match? The Bar versus the Hardy Boys. Do you mean last week or like back at like WrestleMania 33 time? They were in that match, weren't they, when the Hardy Boys came back? I don't know. I feel like we've gone down a wormhole here. What is your opinion on Randy Orton versus AJ Styles? I didn't like it. Great shout by Jake Berkeley, the Mega Powers. I would argue the Mega Powers weren't a great team. A great shout, right? I can't say you're wrong, but I feel like the Mega Powers are popular because it's the Macho Man and Hulk Hogan. As an actual team, like with actual matches that they had, can you name any great Mega Powers matches? Because I can only really think of... I don't know, I'm struggling. I'm really struggling. I can't think of any great Mega Power matches. No, I can't think of any. Okay, I mean, they faced the Twin Towers, didn't they? Didn't they face Akeem? Did they face Akeem and Big Boss Man? I mean, it doesn't help I haven't got a great memory. But I feel like the Mega Powers are popular because of it being Macho Man and Hogan. Same like, I'm sure I haven't seen, but someone might have mentioned the Ultimate Maniacs because that was Macho Man and the Ultimate Warrior. It didn't mean that they were a great tag team. Rock and Sock. Yes. There we go. Look, Ismail, the Ultimate Maniacs. Air Boom. Ricochet and Neville. I am good, thank you, Imtiaz. Natural Disasters. Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara. DIY. DIY have been friends for a long time. Like, they've tagged on the indies. So, can you count them as single stars becoming a tag team? They came into NXT as a tag team. And I know they've competed together. I mean, Tommaso was at Johnny Gargano's wedding. So, they go way back. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's a really interesting subject. I am loving this subject. Ismail, shout out to you. Undertaker and Kane Brothers of Destruction, yeah. DX, yeah. I'm giving you all of those. The Bar versus the Hardys in Steel Cage. When was that? When was that? Bar versus Hardys in a Steel Cage? Was that recent? Why can I not remember that? I legit cannot remember that. Was that when the Hardys had just come back and they'd won the titles at WrestleMania? Was it in that period just after? Because it wasn't long after that they went their separate ways. I don't feel they were together that long because people were desperate for woken, broken Matt Hardy. And then obviously Jeff went off and did his own thing. So I'm guessing it was in that period of time. Unless you're about to tell me it was last week. Wild Samoans. The Hardys versus Bar, Great Balls of Fire. I'll tell you now, I have completely blocked out Great Balls of Fire. Was the main event of that Brock versus Samoa Joe? Great Balls of Fire. What a horrible, horrible name. How did no one stop that from happening? It was when they were having their feud for about 3-4 months. Adam Rose and the Bunny. People are saying it'll be Miz versus Shane in a 3 stages of hell match. I hope not. To be honest, I don't think they can, with the amount of matches that are getting made for WrestleMania, I don't think they've got the time. I don't think they can afford to have long matches like that. I mean, they've got like, I'm hearing rumours of like 17 matches getting made. Islanders. Road Warriors? Are we just naming great teams now? What's happening? Right. What do you think? Let's move the conversation on. Let's talk about tonight's SmackDown. Let's go through each point, shall we? So, Boss and Hug Connection. They are on the show tonight. We should get a little moment between them and the Iconics. What do you think? Let me know. Are we getting a match tonight? Is Beth and Natalia going to get involved? Are we going to see Nia and Tamina? Is it just going to be a straight match that Boss and Hug Connection win? Like, it seems like the worst time for the Iconics to have a match because Boss and Hug are not losing them titles before WrestleMania. So, what is it going to be? A match. James Barry thinks it's going to be a match. If you could keep one figure, which would it be? I'm not sure. I'd have to think about that. Iconic is better. Hello, Mario Lopez. Thank you so much for stopping by. They've announced it will be a match. Did they? I heard them say... When was it announced? Because I heard them say yesterday that they would be on SmackDown. They're not hiding. They will be at the show. But I didn't hear them say, so let's have a match. I just heard them say, we're going to be at the show. So, let's see. WrestleMania upset, the Iconics win. A breakout fight. Beer money. I think it's only going to be a confrontation to get the Iconics in a fatal... There you go, guys. These are the kind of out there ideas that we're talking about. So, a fatal four-way. Andres Hunter thinks that we could get Sasha and Bayley versus Nia and Tamina versus the Iconics versus Beth and Natalya. Is that something that interests you? Okay. Charlie Caruso has announced it. Okay. Jake seems to be on board with that as well. Okay, I could go with that. I think it's a foregone conclusion that Kofi will win his Gauntlet match tonight. I would be amazed if they do this Gauntlet match and Kofi doesn't win. Could you imagine what would the point in that be? So I feel like Kofi will be victorious there. Shout out to James Barry. AJ Styles, Randy Orton. I've been asked about this a few times. I really like it. I wasn't sure at first. I was quite critical at first. Just kind of felt like AJ had been given a runners-up position on the card. It's like he deserves better than that. But that promo last week was absolutely awesome. It was so good. Such a great promo that it really got me excited for it. So I'm hoping that they will somehow further that story tonight. So AJ Styles versus Randy Orton, I'm on board with. Miz. Now, are we going to see the Miz tonight? We never saw him last week. I feel like we need to see him because he needs to accept Shane's challenge. And honestly, I'm fine with it being a... I don't think a 3 stages of hell is right because that would be too long. But they could do a cage match. It might take a while for the cage to come down, but... if it is 17 matches, they are going to have to be quick. I don't think like a street fight or anything would work because we've already got a no-holds-barred match between Braun Strowman? Between Batista and Triple H. Braun Strowman in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. What is that about? Why have they put him there? How the mighty have fallen. He is going to be in the Battle Royal. So yeah, not keen on that. Can I just say as well, that I really do not think, no way, absolutely no way Jose is Kurt Angle going to, only face Baron Corbin at WrestleMania. I actually sent a tweet out earlier saying that I thought that, they would, have someone attack Baron Corbin. That person could be Braun Strowman. Obviously, Strowman's had his issues in the past with McIntyre, Lashley, Corbin. So he could go after Corbin and cost him. And then John Cena is a last-minute replacement. But someone else, I think they were called IW Nerd or something. Like Internet Wrestling Nerd or something. I hadn't seen them before, but I think it was IW Nerd. They actually predicted something that I thought was really good, a really good idea. They predicted that, could you imagine if we do get Baron Corbin versus Kurt Angle at WrestleMania, and then during that match, it's a squash, like Kurt just wins, like bang, ankle lock, done. And he's like, I can't go out like this. That cannot be my last match. If there's anyone out back that wants to give me a proper final match, if there's anyone out there that has got ruthless aggression, come on down, and it'll be a callback. It'll just be it'll be a reenactment of how John Cena made his debut, because John Cena was the man back in 2002, I think it was, who answered the open challenge of Kurt Angle. And he went down to the ring and he had a match with Kurt, and that was his debut. So it would just be perfect for them to reenact that at WrestleMania. Squash match. He calls someone out, Cena comes down. Not my idea, IW nerd, but I thought it was brilliant. Rumours are that WrestleMania will last 8 hours. Wow. 8 hours. What do you think of Tony Nese? I think he's the best on 205. Tony Nese. I don't watch 205 Live, so I honestly don't know anymore. He never used to be. He used to be awful. It used to be Mustafa Ali, Hideo Itami, Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy was always stealing the show. Cedric Alexander really lost his way, didn't he? Cedric Alexander was meant to be like the next big thing. So yeah, not sure really where he went wrong. But okay. Tony Nese, I take your word for it. No, we haven't done a wheel. We will do one in a second. The Iconics versus Bayley and Sasha. I'm hearing that's a match for tonight. Hall of Fame Undertaker. Not yet. Not yet. Shannon Pickett saying it does not need to be that long. I know, 8 hours. Marty Jannetty still can walk. I am just a sexy Kurt. Okay. I mean, I really don't think Kurt Angle's final match is going to be against Marty Jannetty. There's not a single person in the world that's predicted that. Akira Tozawa, yes. What do I think about Cassius Ohno? I think he is out of shape. I think he is a jobber. I think he was great on the indies. I think he is a wasted talent. I think that his time has been and gone. And yeah, I mean, look, Cassius Ohno, if you remember back in, I want to say like 2014, when he was first in NXT, he was having matches against like William Regal. He was, you know, the next big thing. He was never champion, but he was always just on that. He was like what Johnny Gargano is today. You know how Johnny has never been champion, but he's always just on that verge. He's like fingertips away from it. That was Cassius back in like 2014. And then I think he got fired. He got released. He got let go. And when he came back, he was huge. He'd put on so much weight. Yeah, he'd really gotten out of shape. And it doesn't really help him because he's slower in the ring. He's still a great wrestler, but look, do I think he should be NXT champion, getting called up, being pushed at WrestleMania? No. I don't see it. Gotta be honest, I think there's others. I think there's other people. How could you push Cassius Ohno over Velveteen Dream? How could you push Cassius Ohno over Johnny Gargano? Ricochet? Aleister Black? Matt Riddle? Matt Riddle's coming, looking amazing. There's all these stars that are they're overtaking him. It's such a shame. And I think he will forever be in developmental. I see someone saying he's gone over to NXT UK now. That's not really a surprise. I think NXT will benefit from having his experience. He's a great wrestler. Take nothing away from his wrestling ability. Absolutely brilliant. But he is such a wasted talent. because he could have had it. He could have been main roster. He could have been Seth Rollins. He could have been Seth Rollins. Cassius Ohno could have been Seth Rollins. Vegan says Ohno is a great talent when used properly. WWE is fooling us. I heard they're trying to make us think that it will be Kurt versus Baron Corbin, but they will change it to Jason Jordan. That would be good. I'd be down for that. Jason Jordan would be perfectly fine. Final match. It'd be nice to see Jason Jordan back, actually. Right. I think we need to do a Wheel of Fun, my friends, because amazingly, and I can never believe it, but we have already been streaming for over 40 minutes. It flies. I mean, we just talk about wrestling, and we just talk about tag teams. We talk about... I don't even think I talked that much about Raw. It just absolutely flies. But we've got things to do. So, here we go. It's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Wheel of Fun. Imagine Kofi coming out at SOS. That would be awesome. SOS. Hear them shouting. SOS. Hear them shouting. Here we go then, guys. Spin the wheel. Giveaway! Yes, giveaway, man. This is 2 days in a row. It has smashed giveaway. Awesome. Well, our good friends at WWE Kids Magazine, our good friends over there, they sent us, I think, about 10 issues. We've opened and reviewed one. You can see that video on the channel. We gave one away yesterday, and we will give another away now. Now, inside here, you get the magazine, but you also get 7 gifts. Okay, so we have got Slam Attack cards. So you are getting Slam Attack cards, but this is the brand new series, the very latest, just hitting stores now kind of Slam Attack cards. As well as that, you're getting the AJ Styles armband. That is in there. As well as that, you are getting, and this is pretty sweet, a Hall of Fame ring. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. And the rest of it. And you're getting a WWE Championship keychain and a Becky Lynch poster. There's also stickers in there. I'm in here. There's an actual article from me. Like, they asked me questions. I answered those questions. And it's in here. What did they ask me, actually? I think they asked me... What did they ask me? Oh, my top 5 most shocking WrestleMania moments. Very cool. If you want to find out the answers to that, all in here. And as well as that, loads of competitions, quizzes, blah, 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 blah. Lots of other things. It's WrestleMania time, says John Cena. Miz and Bailey. What else have we got? What's that say? Superstar lookalikes. How does Jeff Hardy look like a jellyfish? Jellyfish Hardy. What is going on? What's the jellyfish saying? The jellyfish is saying, "What are you looking at?" Oh, because jellyfishes live in water. Hey, what are you looking at? Nice joke. I might use that. If you hear me say that in the future, that's where I've stole it from. So, there we go. We are giving that away. Now, I had mad bants with this yesterday, being hashtag problematic. So, hopefully it's not going to be hashtag problematic today. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I think it is going to be a little bit dramalicious. The VAR is awful now. I don't know what's gone wrong with it, but it is awful. What can I do? Maybe I can do it on here instead. Okay, my friends. So we are going to give away that WWE Kids magazine. We are, for anyone interested, 14 minutes away from this week's SmackDown Live. Obviously, the big thing this week is that massive Kofi Kingston Gauntlet match. So that is what we have got to look forward to. I should imagine that will take up most of the show. Okay, so we are going to look for the 16th person that gives me the word magazine. 16th person that gives me the word magazine. Magazine, I'm looking for the word magazine. Everybody loves magazines, especially me. Magazine, everybody loves magazines. I don't know if they're coming through. Oh, they are. They are. Jellyfish Hardy. Jellyfish Hardy. Jellyfish Hardy. Yeah. We should do that. We should just do a video, like, talking about what animals all the figures look like. Okie dokie. Here we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that goes to WWE Daily. Yeah. WWE Daily. You won. Don't know why I'm doing the Hall of Fame thing. Well done, WWE Daily. Well done, my friend. Very, very cool. Let me jot that down in my winner's notes. Anything that's been won this week, last week, will get sent off this week. I've been waiting to get any winners from this week recorded, and then we will get things sent. Right, SmackDown Live 3/19/19, and that is Kids Mag WWE Daily. Okay, right, so we are 12 minutes away from SmackDown Live, and yes, we have got quite a fun show to look forward to. We know that we are looking forward to the Gauntlet match. Boss and Hug are going to be on the show. We've spoken about AJ Styles, Randy Orton. Has Miz been announced? I don't know if Miz has been announced, but I am hoping that we see Miz tonight. I'd like to see how he responds to what Shane said and did, obviously, at Fastlane, and then said last week. You know, will Mr. Miz be by his side, or is that it? Or will we not see Mr. Miz again? I don't know. It'll be interesting. And then, does anyone know? Dej, your mug is boring tonight. You should call it your core, but it is boring, isn't it? Look at it, it's just plain white. It's because my Rocco's Modern Life one is being washed from using it yesterday, so I've just got this Daisy's No Life one. Yeah, what would you do with the US title? What would you do at WrestleMania? Let me know. Shema, Krypol game, talking a bit of Polish there. Shema, Jestem z Polski. Shema, jeden piwo, proszę. I think that's one beer, please. Jedno piwo, proszę. Is that 2 beers, please? I only really know like a few phrases in Polish. And asking for beers is right up there with what I know. Ladder match. Logan Nero says ladder match for the US title. Ladder match. Look at all these ladder matches. Gustavo says put it in Rey Mysterio. Yeah. Get him to eat it and then put him on a pole. US Open Challenge. Ooh, Diamond Tube says I would make it. War Games. WWE Daily, my email is wrestlingdays@gmail.com. Ladder match. Dr. Andrade. Anywhere falls count match. Eric D. Rigi, is it? Can't quite see because... Oh, you've come back, have you? Now you've come back. Thank you very much. Oh, I can see your name properly now. Oh, it's gone. I just saw your name and then it disappeared. Right, we just got Elite 63 and 62 and Basic 92 and 91 in Florida. What do you mean? Like you've only just got them in? Or you've just found them? I've never seen... Do you know what? I have never seen Elite 63. Does that blow your mind? Like, I have never seen them. I think I might... Scrap that. I might have seen them at Wrestling Shop when they had all the figures on display at Wrestling Shop Live. But I've never actually seen them in the shops. Smith's never stocked them. And for whatever reason, Wrestling Shop, who I shop with online... never got them in, like couldn't get them. I spoke to them about it and apparently Mattel made a mistake where they actually shipped in Elite 64 and 65 at maybe even 66 at the same time and just skipped 63. So, it's a mess. It's a mess. Hopefully, I mean, they said that they are going to get them. Their orders are still showing. Smiths won't get them. But yeah, I have never seen Elite 63. And I'm desperate for Elite 63 because it's got Dusty Rhodes. Really cool Dusty Rhodes as well with like the big gold championship. I think it's got shades and like a black t-shirt. It's an awesome figure. Carissa says, I was just watching your vids. Thank you very much, my friend. Battle Royal winner gets that. Do you know what? Yes. Giordano is that. I couldn't see before it jumped off the screen. Here we go. Giordano. I'm probably saying it wrong. I'm sorry. I will give you a virtual hug for a shout out. Well, Giordano, I am trying to give you a shout out, but my pronunciations are the worst on the internet. So don't take it personal. I am trash. Right, so Giordano, Pugliares. No, I've definitely got it wrong, but I've also definitely tried. But that's a great idea. The winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal gets a US title shot. That is genius. Why don't they do that? Why don't they do that? So the winner, so then who would you have? You'd probably have Braun Strowman against Samoa Joe. That'd be good. Oh, Vegan says Amazon were carrying 63 for a bit. Do you know, I never, ever, ever look for figures on Amazon. Ever. Every time I've gone onto Amazon, the figures have been so expensive. I just can't find anything that you would call a bargain. Mr. Monkey says, I found Elite 63 Shelton Benjamin at Walmart. I was watching the people that got fired. The figure video one. Yeah, that was a fun video, actually. That was, I mean, not a fun topic, because you don't like to see people get fired, but, yeah, we did a video where we did all of the WWE action figures for people that have been fired. And we were talking about Arn Anderson, obviously Enzo, Rich Swann. Did we mention James Ellsworth, or did I leave? I might have left James Ellsworth out on purpose. But yeah, good video. Apollo should win. I got Series 54 Charlotte Flair. It's a good figure along with the robe. Yes, it is. Hey Days, how about an open challenge where Jason Jordan comes back to Kurt Angle's music, then Rey Mysterio attacks Jordan, then Jordan turns heel, then heel US champion? Maybe. I can't say I'm, like, crazy for the idea, but heel Jason Jordan as US champion, I think there's something in it. I wonder if Miz will take a break, what with the announcement of their second child. That's a really good point. No one panic. Kofi is going to win. We were talking last week, actually, about how I would book this. I would definitely put some of Kofi's old allies in this match. We were talking about Evan Bourne. Do you remember that last week? We mentioned Evan Bourne, and I said I would bring him back. You might remember he was in a tag team with Kofi. And I just think it would be really cool if Evan Bourne helped Kofi kind of win this. You know, he's been waiting his whole career. You could have different people throughout Kofi's career kind of come back and help him get through this, because he is going to need help. There's no way he should win this clean. No way at all. I'd like Kurt to do a speech like he did with the Open Challenge, and for Cena to answer like he did originally. Yes. Eric DeRiggi? Riggy? Eric D. Is it DeRiggi? Riggy? Eric. I'm going to call you Eric. Is that alright, Eric? Eric says, I saw the Dusty Rhodes figure. Instead, I took the gold Shelton Benjamin. You hear a rumour that the US title could get rebranded as a women's mid title. I have not heard that rumour, no. I haven't heard that rumour. First of all, thank you so much for the super chat, the donation. It's really appreciated. I've said it before. All of this goes back into the channel. Like, there's a reason why I haven't got a tan. It's because I don't use this money to go on holidays. Running off abroad, it goes back into buying figures, and it goes into postage, and it goes into making these streams bigger and better. So every penny that is donated on these streams, I give you my word, more than goes back into these giveaways and everything. So very, very cool, dude. You've probably just contributed to an extra figure during the WrestleMania stream. How about that? So, yeah, very, very cool. And, no, I have not heard that they're talking about rebranding the US title into a women's title. I think that might be one of the worst ideas I've ever heard, actually. And the reason I say that is because the rosters, there is very little prestige in Asuka being the SmackDown Live Women's Champion. And the reason I say that is because that roster is about 6 people, maybe 8 people, and a good chunk of them are in tag teams now. Like the Iconics are in a tag team. Of course, we've seen the likes of Naomi and Carmella teaming up. I mean, I don't know what they're doing with Carmella. Carmella doesn't seem like an active superstar anymore. She seems like she is R-Truth's manager these days, or valet. But, yeah, it's crazy. Like, who has Asuka got to defend that title against? Becky and Charlotte are going after the Raw title. So there's no one left for Asuka to even fight. There just isn't a SmackDown Live Women's division. It's a mess. So, do they need a mid-card title? No. No. Who are they going to put that on? The woman in the front row. Dana Brooke? Is it going to be like a participation award? Do you know what? You turned up this week. Have a belt. Have a belt. There's only 3 of you women here. Everyone can have a belt. Everyone, let's make more belts. Yeah, no. The roster should be like 15 people, all trying to be number one. Could you imagine that? Should be at least 10. And I'm not saying 10 where half of them are in tag teams. So, right. Here we go. We are live. We are live. The show has begun. If you are watching the replay, now is the time to get excited. You've missed a lot of bants. Full-on bants. Oh, so many bants. But the show has begun. The KO show is back with Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. Woo! That's my Becky Lynch impression. And obviously the Gauntlet match. Kofi versus Samoa Joe versus Randy Orton versus The Bar versus Rowan. Who is opening the show, though? That's the question. That's the question. That's tonight, so it won't be next. AJ? Miz! The Miz! Miz is here. We are going to hear from The Miz. Miz opens the show. Awesome! I bet he's going to be sad. He looks sad. Miz. Promo. So we are seeing The Miz. He's in a suit. If anyone wants to, if anyone cares. I don't know if anyone cares, but The Miz is in a suit. 3-piece suit. It's a nice suit, good fit. I'd say it's tailored. I don't think he's bought that off a hanger. I think that is a tailored suit. Lovely cut. Might be Italian. Can't really say. It's got like a burgundy. Is that a burgundy tie? Feel like it's a burgundy tie. I'd say that was Italian leather. Shoes as well. I'm hoping that I'm painting a picture here. Lovely tie. I think it's got flowers on. It's not important. He's standing in the ring. He's looking out. Let's take a look at why we're here. So there we go. We're going to have a little recap. Is there a SmackDown GM? No, there is not a SmackDown GM. Days, what do you think of WWE Smackdown moving to Fox? I love it. I love it because I love the fact they want to make it more sporty. They want to make it more competitive. All good stuff. Tupac is alive in Cuba. Cool. My Mama Days has just come back from Cuba. Perhaps someone saw Mama Days and thought it was Tupac. We can't rule that out. We can't rule that out. For those not in the WrestleMania Battle Royal, I'll be doing a random word game to gain entry to a qualifying poll. Ooh. Days, I'm in the worst state of my life. My grandma is dying, but the Cringe crew cheer me up. Jamie McKay, I am very sorry to hear that, dude. Very, very sorry. That's tough, mate. That is a hard thing to go through. I've been there. I'm sure a lot of people in the chat have been there as well. So keep your head up. Stay strong. Have a bit of fun tonight. But yeah, sorry to hear that, dude. Wrestling Days. Will Kurt Hawkins win in Endgame? What's Endgame? What the hell's Endgame? I don't know, because I don't know what that is. Baked Potato Face by Shane. Baked potato. Baked potato. Days, you are lush. What, that shop on the high street that smells like soap? Days, Top Cat is behind you. I love Top Cat. When does WWE move to Fox? I think it is September? October? It's around that time. Just so you know, we are still seeing this recap. Here we go. We've gone back. we've gone back. Boos from the crowd. Ooh. 10 plus years. He said for 10 years he's been focused on the road to WrestleMania. Good promo from The Miz. He says he's sacrificed every relationship. Apart from the one with his wife and daughter. What about his dad? What about Mr. Miz? Has he sacrificed his relationship with Mr. Miz? I bet Mr. Miz is at home going, gee, thanks. Ugh. Little Miz chant? Not Little Miz, just I'm saying it's a Miz chant, but it's small. Little Miz! Little Miz! Here we go. So Miz said everything he's done is to make his dad proud of him. Danger TV, Days, shout me out. Shout out. Tell me where you got the Spife knife. I legitimately don't know. It was in the drawer, so I don't know where it came from. I never bought the Spife Life. I didn't choose Spife Life. Spife Life chose me. That's true. Donald Trump returns. Miz deserves a WWE title run. He's had one. He's probably due another, in all fairness. You are going back 8 years. 8 years. Shout out to Hoodie GD. Happy birthday. This is good from The Miz. Very focused, very emotional. His eyes look a little bit red, like he hasn't been sleeping. I don't know how he's done that. Perhaps he didn't sleep. That would be... Could you imagine if he hadn't slept last night just to get into the role? He says, you weren't born best in the world. You're a McMahon. You were born the worst. Ah! Ah! I love it. Miz saying, you might own this company, but you don't own me. And you sure as hell don't own Kofi. Big cheer for Kofi. Oh, are we going to get like a Miz and Kofi tag team match or something? After the Gauntlet match. They'll make him do the Gauntlet match and then we'll get a mixed tag match. Why would it be mixed? Don't know. He's still staying up fixing Maurice's grandfather clock. That is a real callback. Miz, Shane does own you. Passionate promo, man. This is like something you would have seen on Talking Smack a few years ago. Do you imagine how great that would be if that show was still around? Miz says hard work beats talent. when talent doesn't work hard enough. It's a great line. He's throwing out some great lines. This is great. Really, really good promo from The Miz. So comfortable on the mic. Like, not getting lost in his thoughts, not stumbling on his words. Focused. He's just firing these lines out. There's a "you deserve it" chant. You deserve it. You're damn right I do. You're damn right I do. There we go. Miz says he is going to give Shane an ass whooping at WrestleMania. Days, have you seen the TARDIS? Not in person. The crowd at the end of that promo were great. Hello, C Wrestling. Hope you are well. Have we got a poll thing up or something? Am I missing a poll? No, not yet. Cool. Just didn't want to miss anything. Right, there we go. Miz promo. Good. Very good. Did the job. Oh, here they come. The boss and hug connection. So, are we getting a match? So, boss and hug. No stopping us now. There we go. They are on SmackDown. Give me some more. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, it is. Now, is this for the titles? They never said if this was for the titles or not. So, it is the commercial break. I know a lot of extra people join us at this time. What I would say is great opening promo from The Miz. Really, really good stuff. Very passionate. I mean, The Miz, so comfortable. Just when he talks, he doesn't get lost, doesn't stumble, doesn't kind of lose his trail of thought. But not only that, when he's delivering his lines, he looks straight down the camera and just fires it off. It's like he's talking to you, just like looking at you, firing it down, saying, I've earned this moment. I've worked 13 years for this. And he's just so comfortable. It's absolutely brilliant stuff. So, yeah, brilliant opening promo. And now we get the boss and hug connection against the Iconics. Now, if this is a title match, boss and hug connection win. If this is not a title match, the Iconics need to win. The Iconics are a fun team. They do great backstage segments. They can wrestle. They're good wrestlers. They're perfectly fine. They're not rubbish. They could go in there. They're hopefully going to get some time. Normally, the first match on the show gets given a bit of time. Gets given, like, a chunk of time to show what it can do. So I'm hoping this is going to have, 15 minutes. And I'm honestly hoping the Iconics get that victory. They deserve it, man. They've just been jobbed out, and they really do deserve to pick up a win. Days, if you could be on WWE Ride Along, who would you like to drive around with? Oh, that is such a great question. That is a legit great question. If I could be on WWE Ride Along, who would I want to ride along with? I would want to ride along with... Can it be anyone? Undoubtedly, Vince McMahon. without a shadow of a doubt. Like, anyone other than Vince McMahon is just pointless. Because the thing is that if you was riding around with Vince, you can, you know, find out loads of info that you never knew. You could get his feelings and thoughts on things. You can ask him any questions that you had. You can talk to him about the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, noughties, modern day, whatever. Yeah, it would have to be. It would have to be Vince McMahon. That would be cool, man. That would be cool. Could you imagine that if WWE did like a carpool karaoke type thing? I'd be quite happy driving around with Vince McMahon or wherever. We could just be like singing along to theme musics. I am a real American. Beep, beep, fight for the rights of every man. That'd be amazing. Book it, Vince. Book us. We would definitely do that. We'd have mad pants. I would take over some English delicacies for him, like Cornish pasty and a Yorkshire pudding and tea. There we go. Here they come, look, the Iconics. Love them. Here they are, look, big smiles on their faces. Billy Kay's like. There we go, they're here. So beat them. Make sure you beat them. Oh, little reference there. Little reference to that scandal where rich people and celebrities were paying for their kids to go to schools they maybe weren't clever enough to get into. Brett Leuchfeld, love me some wrestling days. Thank you very much, dude. Really appreciate the support. Shout out to Breck. Breck? Why did I say Breck? You've got to change your name now, Brett, to Breck. Brett Leuchfeld. I love her. Billy Kay always talks so deep. They saved the best till last. Don't know how she gets like down there. Love the Iconics. I reckon I would hang out with the Iconics. If I was like, they wouldn't want to hang out with me. Make no mistake about it. I'd have to be looking for them throughout the whole show. But I reckon I would hang out with the Iconics, and I think we would have like mad bants. Come on. Did anyone hear? Is this for the titles? I didn't hear. Maybe sing Stand Back. That would be lit. Days, who do you think will win the Gauntlet match? And shout out to Brady Logan. I was going to say Brady. Bradley. I can't even talk. Bradley Logan 5 Live. It's got to be Kofi, hasn't it, bud? It's got to be Kofi. Vince has spoke many times about his grapefruits. Oh, I don't want him to get them out on the ride along. Shout out Dylan the Gamer. Triple T. Days, the Iconics would love you. We just have a lovely time. Do you know what I mean? Just have fun. I could like sing them their entrance song. Like, if anyone's watching from WWE, I'm more than happy to do that live. Wrestlemania, if you want. Ladies and gentlemen, Wrestling Days. Oh, 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 oh. I found my true calling in life. That is definitely my true calling. Kick out by, Lacey Evans. We never saw her yesterday, did we? We never saw her. Eric, is it opinion on Figures Toy Company wrestling figures? Figures Toy Company, is that what is that? Toy Figures, what? You've blown my mind. You literally blew my mind. Is there a load of figures by Figures Toy Company? Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba. I'm going to have a look. Figures, Toy Company, wrestling figures. Ooh, she just got a 2 then because of that little distraction. Peyton Royce on Bailey. Right, let's turn that down. Bum, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum. Have I seen these before? I'm just looking at Figures Toy Company figures. I know the ones you mean now. They're like the Legends one with and the Ring of Honor. I gotta be honest, not a huge fan. There's aspects of them that I really like, but then there's large parts of them that just look like just don't look right. Just don't look quite right. They remind me of Jack's figures. Like, I don't know what the articulation is like on them, but they look quite rigid. They look a little overly muscular as well. I'm just looking at who, I can't even quite tell who that is. I legit don't know who that even is. I'm not sold on them, dude. I think the facial likeness on some of them is pretty good. They're not the worst. But some of these aren't great. I wish I could find out who that was. It's pointless me looking at figures and then not being able to convey who I'm actually looking at. I'm looking at Wrestling Toy Company wrestling figures. I don't own any, but I did see a Tommy Toy Travels review of the AJ Styles one, and he wasn't keen. I've seen the Bruno Sammartino one before, and it's trash. That's an older one. So yeah, not sure. Not overly keen. I'm not sure what their prices are like. If they're like a tenner, maybe. See, Wrestling says they are poop. I've got the Jay Lethal and Kevin Steen. They are Jack's RA style, but less quality. Ooh, okay, there we go. Those figures aren't bad. They're really bad. Those figures aren't bad. They're really bad. Yeah, I wasn't sold. They're old Jack's design, but it's the only way you can get unreleased ECW figures. They're 30 to 40 pounds. What? What? 30 to 40 pounds. I'll pass. Days, you're a genius. Let's just stop right there. Let's stop right there. I feel like everything that should have been said has been said. I saw the Real Reason video. Didn't even think about Conor McGregor. A lot of excitement online that it genuinely could be going that way. I love your channel. Keep up the good work. I am a huge fan. Thank you very much. Caney Platt? Caney? I don't know how you say that first name. That is not Kane. Platt. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Why is everyone's names getting harder? Why can't everyone just be called Bob or Brian? Like, super easy. Like, no one is allowed to have names longer than 3 letters going forward. That is it. You can be known as 1 or 2 or 10. That's it. And any other words that are 3 letters long. Ken, Bob, Ben, Kit. Bay is in the ring with Bill. She's trying to make the hot tag to Sass. And Pay is on the outside. And the ref is in there as well. Here we go. Peyton Royce in there with Sasha. Clotheslines. Down goes Peyton. Drop kick. Come on, Peyton! Come on, Iconics! Daddy needs a new swimming pool! I thought I'd make out like I've got some money riding on it. I haven't. But, I would bet that the Iconics will get a victory if this is a non-title match. Oh, Billy Kay gets thrown to the outside. Little roll up. Here we go. Oh, come on, Peyton. Backslide by Sasha Banks. Peyton. Ah, knee to the head. Match has picked up pace now. Billy Kay getting all tangled up. Look at that. That's great work from Billy Kay. Smashing her head off the side. Kick to the face of Peyton Royce. This is your chance to shine, girls. Come on. Make it count. Oh, Billy Kay holding on to the legs of Sasha. Boot to the face of Bayley. Peyton slams down. Come on. Ah! Iconics! Iconics! Yeah! Oh, I should have put money on it. I should have put money on it. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah! That was iconic! Oh my God. Was that for the titles? Tell me it was. Tell me it was. The Iconics! Dylan the Gamer says this is Iconics. Yes. So good. Mysterio's got an announcement. Dominic? Rey Mysterio versus Samoa Joe at WrestleMania. Why is Dominic here? How awesome is this that Dominic's here? Big, isn't he, now? Well, I say he's big. Everyone's big compared to Rey Mysterio. I mean, I feel like we've been introduced to Dominic for a reason. Dominic's going to be front row. Is Dominic this year's Nicholas? Dominic is this year's Nicholas. Right. Call your friends. Let them know the Iconics picked up a victory. Okay, it's the Kevin Owens show. And it is with... Who's he with? Becky and Charlotte, isn't it? Becky and Shazza. Dominic. A lot of excitement for Dominic. He's a trained wrestler, isn't he? Days, I feel you would wear your tie like Kevin Owens. I definitely would. Just over the top like that. Kevin Owens come walking out with a red tie. We need to jump into the notes, guys. I've got very important work to do. I have to... Why is that not working? Why is that not showing the poll thing? What is going on? What? There is drama right now, guys. Can I fix that? I think I can. I think I can fix it. Believe. Okay, here we go. Has that updated it? Yes! There we go. So you can see on the screen down there. Down here. Beep, 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 beep. Got our live stream championship. So if I jump into the notes, then we need to just update the fact that the Iconics. Oh. Iconics. Beat. Boss and hug. Yes. Remember when Eddie was trying to steal Dominic? Yes. Wasn't it like Dominic on a pole match? I haven't liked wrestling since that fast with Nicholas. You didn't like the whole Nicholas thing? Days, you're a genius. You made one of the most known art pieces in the world. I Am Gold. Yeah, do you remember that? God, that was great stuff last year. Such a moving piece, I Am Girl. A lot of people watching the streams now probably weren't around when we had I Am Girl. Such a powerful moment in the history of the live streams. Great callback. Did you see the WWE Garbage Pail Kids? I figured you would like them, Days. I'm asking for them for my birthday. I hope I get them. I did see them. They're on WWE Shop. And they are interesting. Obviously, they're like a throwback to the like 90s Garbage Pail Kids. So yeah, very cool. Yeah, they were cool actually. And you've asked them for your birthday. Days, Dominic hasn't been in WWE since Rey's feud with CM Punk. Yeah, Dominic versus Nicholas. I didn't even think of that, Triple T. Dominic versus Nicholas. Where is Daisy Days? Last I heard, she was trying to find herself in Singapore. I don't know why she's in Singapore, but we just got a postcard from there a few weeks ago saying that she was over there. She had to sell all of her clothes to try and pay for a hostel. I don't know. We sent her £20 through the mail. So hopefully she'll be all right. But yeah, she okay, I think. Apparently WrestleMania 35 is meant to be 8 hours long. I know. When is the next Wheel of Fun? In about 10 minutes. One day, Nicholas will be an adult and will be on TV in 15 years with Braun. WrestleDaisia. Well, there we go. We've found out now who's going to face Samoa Joe, and it's a bit underwhelming. Don't you think that that's just a bit flat? Rey Mysterio against Samoa Joe for the US title. I gotta say, I do like the amount of singles matches. Like, normally you get all these multi-tag matches, loads of ladder matches, mixed tag matches, triple threat matches. This year we got loads of singles matches, one-on-ones. I like that. Miz versus Shane. WrestleMania, fighting to survive. I like that Kevin Owens show logo. It's cool. The new and improved Kevin Owens show. I just said that. KO Mania. Oh, okay. Kevin Owens saying this year it's Kofi Mania. Kevin Owens says he will be watching that match very closely. Becky Lynch. Whoa. Okay, the man making an entrance. I love Kevin Owens. Would push him to the moon. Yeah, I'm surprised that they've not got anything for him. Like, legit, I can see him being in the Andre Battle Royal. Becky kind of hobbling down to the ring. There she is. Will the Hardys face the Usos at WrestleMania? I think so. Did the Iconics win the title? No title match. They won the match, but sadly not the belts. But that gives them, you know, something to talk about, doesn't it? The Queen, Charlotte, is out next. Why is no one questioning why KO came to SmackDown when he was on Raw before he was injured? Well, he moved over to SmackDown so that he could compete for the WWE title. He was basically used by Vince to prevent Kofi from having that match at Fastlane. So that was the reason for it. I legit don't think they've got long-term plans for him. I don't think they know what to do with him. No news on Sami Zayn, unfortunately. No news. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal should feature a title opportunity. I agree. Right, we've got Kevin Owens in the ring. Charlotte, Becky. This could be explosive. I would imagine that Gauntlet match will start just before the second hour. That would be my guess. Big Becky chant from the crowd. Becky, Becky, Becky. Kevin Owens saying no one knows better than me that friendships can sometimes go wrong. Ronda has apparently said that she doesn't mind if they make this a handicap match. Travis Brown gets a mention. I didn't even think of this. They might talk about all of that now. In fact, they probably will. They probably will mention Travis Brown in this segment. Ronda has said that they will be carrying her bags by SummerSlam. Come on, let's hear from them. We're hearing a lot from Kevin Owens. Yeah, no one wants to see you guys talk anymore. What's happening here? Kevin Owens is saying fight Becky, fight. Fight Charlotte, fight. What, is Kevin Owens getting these two riled up to go at it now? They both stand up. Charlotte says she would beat the holy hell out of Becky. Kevin Owens says, before you answer that, Becky. Ah, and she hits out. Over the table. They've gone to blows, guys. Kevin Owens jumps out the ring. These two going at it. Man, I love the KO show. No messing around from the KO show. Bang, into that table. It's not a collapsible table by the looks of things. Just unloading on each other. Becky firing shots off. It spills to the outside. Becky rammed into the side of the ring. Hurled into the barricade. Becky charging back. It's all out war. Let them fight. Let them fight. It is. It's a brawl. They're pulling them apart. What did Charlotte... Did Charlotte swear then? Did Charlotte just say, get the... off me? Did she drop an F-bomb? Big Becky chant. Travis Brown should come down now. Just start knocking people out. Bang! Bang! Oh my God. It's all getting up in the cameraman's face. Into the commentary table. These are the worst refs and officials in the world. It's about 10 of them, and they still can't separate these two women. Let them fight. Let them fight. Ah. What's that guy doing in the background? Oh, he's talking to someone. Is he talking to someone? I couldn't see what he was doing in the background. He just looks like he's standing there. Are them two people in the background actually doing anything? I swear they're just standing there like this. Well, there we go. It was a little bit pointless, but it was still mad bants. Becky and Charlotte brawl. Wish Ronda was front row eating popcorn. That would be good. That ended soon. It did end soon. Mom hair. It's lovely hair. He's got like the Rachel. Do you remember the Rachel from Friends? You know, like how it comes down and just bobs around here. The Rachel. No one told you that was gonna be this way. Job's a joke you broke. Your love life's the away. Rachel. Rachel is here. Rachel from Friends. Where's Ross? Jay Styles. Rachel Styles. AJ says good luck to my good friend Kofi Kingston. Daniel Bryan on his way out. So what, are we going into that match now? Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Daniel Bryan promo. Daniel Bryan promo. Right. It's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Da-da-dun. Yeah, Wheel of Fun. Wheel of Fun. Wheel of Fun. It is time. Wheel of Fun. It is here. Don't need to ask anymore. Wheel of Fun. The Thunder Wheel. Here she is in all her fundery. Let's spin this baby round. Spin the wheel. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. People are going to be so happy. Happy. People are going to be so friggin' look at the happiness. Goodwill. I just don't know why people hate me. I give my all. I give my everything to this. Right. Now, there's probably a lot of people watching that haven't watched before. And no messing around with this. We're bringing out the big guns. We're bringing out the big guys. This is forfeit. Look at these. Look at these. These are crickets. Can you see that they have eyes and things? These are like, you know, Bush Tucker trial madness stuff. High in protein, apparently, but also crickets. So, these are awful. This is, I mean, will it zoom in on one? No, probably not, will it? Let me put a few in. Horrible. Horrible. There we go. I've got some there of these crickets. Right. Are we ready? Question. How are you stepping up the forfeit? I will step up the forfeit for WrestleMania, but I don't know how yet. But I will. I will find a way of stepping it up for WrestleMania. But for now, I think you'll agree, this is a pretty good forfeit. This isn't just one cricket. I'm not having just one cricket. I'm having 4 crickets. Look at them. Okay, you ready? They've kindly paused the show as well. Here we go. What a taste. What a horrible, horrible taste. Oh. Rough, man. Rough. Oh. I am sweating. I've still got bits in my mouth. That was foul. I'm not going to lie. I would say the chili is worse. Because that hurts. Like, I can't even talk for 10 minutes after them. Whereas this has just got its horrible... Ugh. Rough. Rough. Ugh. Daniel Bryan once again calling Kofi a B+ player. Daniel says to all of you, B+ is good enough. I just realised how much Days looks like Daniel Bryan. Yes. I aspire to be Daniel Bryan. Here they come. Bit of an uninspiring promo from Daniel Bryan. But we got the New Day making their way down. The power. It's a new day. Yes, it is. I don't know what they say. I should know by now. I've heard it enough times. Look at that. Xavier, Biggie, talking words of encouragement to Kofi. Kofi's here. Runs down to the ring. Dives in. I think we are going to be starting our Gauntlet match. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Gauntlet match time, my friends. It is time for the Gauntlet match. Kofi, Kofi. So, who is up first? Who is up first? Right, it's someone from the bar. Don't know which member of the bar. Both of the bar are coming down. Bar! Okay, the bar making their way. Gauntlet match. This is going to be... I feel like a moment we're going to talk about for the rest of the year. I feel like, I mean, they must have an idea of how they're going to book this. I mean, I don't see this finishing like... Could you imagine if he loses this first one? Imagine if he loses to Cesaro, that's it, Gauntlet over. That'd be crazy. Yo, Days, I heard that Bray Wyatt will return with sanity. Oh, okay. If Kofi does not win, we will riot. Why do you like Kofi Kingston? He's only voted 85. What does that mean? Only voted 85? Only voted 85. I don't know what that means. Shout out to Ismail. Hello, Jacob. Pick one that has to lose at WrestleMania. Seth, Becky, or Kofi? Seth. I'm absolutely fine with Seth losing. Let's go for the Villains belt. Rowan is T-Series. Days, sad today. Smiths in Northern Ireland didn't get Elite 65 or 66. Well, surely you will be getting them at some point. Kofi is #1 in our hearts. That is very true. That is very true. This should be a big, big moment. I really feel like this is a moment we are going to be talking about for the rest of the year. I feel like this will get Kofi into WrestleMania. And it's just how. I don't want to see him win all of these matches clean. That's not realistic. You can't beat both of the bar. Samoa Joe. I think Randy Orton's in this. Rowan's in this. You just can't. It's not realistic. He should have been bigger than Cena. Can you bring back figure wrestling and do stuff with older figures and rarer figures? To be honest, I don't know. I don't really enjoy the figure wrestling as much as I used to. I think it's because I struggle to kind of think up of new ideas. Whereas I'm just constantly thinking about figure videos that need to be made. So, yeah, I mean, we'll definitely do more. But I'd be lying if I was to say I'm going to go off and make 10 videos. We'll probably do one soon. But I wouldn't expect, like, loads coming onto the channel. Bar are T-Series parents. Okay. Days, shout out for Days Mania. Dylan the Gamer. We will always remember when Kofi won the Gauntlet and Days ate crickets. I don't like crickets, no. Oh no, I love them. That's a song, by the way. Right, we're going back to SmackDown Live. We are starting off with Sheamus. So it is Kofi versus Sheamus in the Gauntlet match. Okay, so first one, Kofi versus Sheamus. I mean, even this is going to be tough. Sheamus has been WWE Champion how many times? You know, you shouldn't easily be getting past Sheamus. I think Kofi can get past Sheamus, but it shouldn't be easy. Who is your favourite wrestling YouTuber apart from you? Tommy Toy Travels. I've said it a million times, and the reason I say it is because he inspired me. Without Tommy, there wouldn't be a Wrestling Days. So it has to be Tommy. Grim definitely inspired me as well. I do a lot of stuff different to Grim, but he still inspired me. What got me collecting figures actually was I saw Grim's figure collection and all the Mattel figures and the belts. Like, the detail on the belts blew my mind. I didn't realise that Mattel were so detailed. So, as soon as I saw that, I was like, I definitely want to get some of those. Definitely want those belts. So, I went down to the local shop, saw who they got excited about a couple of them. Bought Paige, that was my first. Paige came with a Divas belt and a NXT women's belt. She got 2 belts with her. So I bought Paige. I can't remember who else I had. But I picked up a couple. I remember getting Goldust very early. He didn't come with a belt, but I got Stardust, who came with 2 tag belts. So I started collecting, so I wanted the belts. And that was because of Grimm. But actual YouTubers that I watched and enjoyed, it'd have to be Tommy Toy Travels. Remember the Usos? Yes. Tommy to induct you into the Hall of Fame. Only if I can induct him. Yeah, Tommy's the man. Tommy, I honestly, not just saying this, but I don't think, and I'm not saying this, I don't think I can get to Tommy's level. Some of the stuff Tommy was doing was incredible stuff. It was funny. It was different. He was such a creative person. Over the top comes crashing down Kofi, landing on Sheamus, staring out Cesaro. Look at that, goes. It's quite nice actually to not see a suicide dive. Kofi Kingston giving us something a little bit different, going over the top, kind of back first, which is quite different. Who do you think will win at WrestleMania? I think Kofi's got a chance. I think Becky's got a chance. Miz has got a chance. I think a lot of the faces have got chances. But obviously some of the heels are going to have to win, but it's just hard to know where. What is the name of the Twitter account that has the polls? It is at Wrestling Days, my friend. Go over to at Wrestling Days on Twitter, and then you can vote in all the polls. We don't move them around. They're all done there. So once you've found it and you've voted, then that is it. Who should be the SmackDown live stream champion? Vegan Strong Style. What's going on? What's this? What's going on here? Vegan Strong Style putting himself in polls now. Taking liberties, let me tell you. Vegan Strong Style. What a crazy, I don't know what is going on. What a crazy world we live in. Vegan Strong Style. The person that puts all this stuff together, all these polls together, is now SmackDown live stream champion. Are you doing NXT? No, not this week. Not this week. I think we will. I'll tell you when we'll do NXT. The week before WrestleMania. That's when we'll do it. We'll do NXT then. So there you go. You can have an extra live stream that week. The week building up to WrestleMania, we will do NXT. I miss Toys R Us. I miss Toys R Us. Vegan saying it was C Wrestling suggestion. As we go to commercial break. There we go. Off to commercial break. What did you do before? What did you do before YouTube? I worked in retail. Hi, Days. Do you think we will ever get a Mae Young figure? Yes, I do. I don't know of one coming out. I honestly don't know. I do know some of like the... I'm 99% sure I know of a few things we will see at San Diego Comic Con. But I don't know of a Mae Young figure, no. Why they didn't have a ladder match for the US title? Yeah, I know. I agree. I haven't got a clue. I don't know. A ladder match for the US title is what everyone in the chat wanted. And then they've gone and booked Rey Mysterio versus Samoa Joe with Dominic at ringside. And you know Dominic's getting involved. Perhaps Samoa Joe's going to go do a, "Oh, Dominic!" Maybe we're going to get an "Oh, Dominic." You know, like how he did, "Oh, Wendy." Maybe he's going to do it, "Oh, Dominic." All right, I'm telling you. How come you're putting yourself in polls, vegan? Yeah. Days, sounds weird, but I miss Simon Gotch. I miss the vaudevillains. I miss the vaudevillains. You're not alone there. You are not alone. Days, how many poll titles do you need to win to be in the Hall of Fame? We said 5, but we really need to look at all of that because I said I wanted to work on it and bring the prestige back to it, and, well, I've been awful, haven't I? I just haven't done that. So I feel like I need to be a man of my word, so we need to look at all of that. Why, oh why, do you like Kofi Kingston? He's booked 85. Cody, I don't know what that means. He's booked 85. What does that mean? What does he's booked 85 mean? Why, oh why, do you like Kofi Kingston? He's booked 85. I don't know what it means. I really want to know what it means. It's like you're playing with my brain and I don't understand. It's like you're playing a game of chess, but I'm playing a game of Monopoly and you can't play those two games on the same board. I've tried. It doesn't work. There's nowhere for the hotels to go. So, I can tell you why I like Kofi Kingston. I was a fan of him as a single star. He was a great high flyer. He was always very energetic. I loved the Jamaican gimmick as well. It was different. Like, I don't recall a Jamaican gimmick before Kofi Kingston. I legit can't think of one. I can't think of any Jamaican superstar. So I loved Jamaican Kofi Kingston. And he was doing all of this. It was, yeah, SOS. You hear the shit there. And like, oh, the entrance music. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's a shame, what a shame, what a lie. It's got an easy, easy life. One more SOS. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, he was good, man. I loved his character. And then they put him in the New Day. And, you know, he's been fun. New Day's been fun. No shade on the New Day. But I preferred Jamaican Kofi. And, yeah, that's why. So, and before you know it, it's been there 11 years, and I don't think he's really had the singles opportunities. Boom drop on Sheamus. Someone is going to help Kofi in the last couple of minutes. Well, Kofi's been in a bit of a war already. This has gone, like, over 10 minutes. Kofi powering out. Running back to the corner. Gets his legs up. Comes crashing down to kick out by Sheamus. Look at a superstar being booked means how good they are. What? What? A superstar being booked means how good they are. You're welcome. Please respond. I don't even know what to say. I am lost for words, dude. You are blowing my mind. I don't even know how to respond to that. I understand what the term being booked means, and I don't think he's been booked okay, but I don't think got the opportunities. I don't think he was booked very well as a single star. As a tag team, they've been great. 2 count against Sheamus there. I think they've won 5 tag titles. Kick out by Kofi. It's got a nice pace to it, this match now. So yeah, I think as a single star, he was probably missed out on a few opportunities. And I just think it's great time. I think he's a fan favourite. I think people would love to see him compete for that big one. If he comes up short, he comes up short. But at least give him that opportunity to compete for the title. Shout out the Dudley World Order. Oh, look at this. We're backstage with the Usos. The Usos are watching with the New Day. AE5 means they think Kofi is a B-grade wrestler. Oh, what? Are they saying, like, he's 85 out of 100? I have never heard anyone... I've never heard anyone say or use that as a term. Sorry if I'm confused. It's fine. No shade. It's not a problem. Kofi picks up the victory. Yeah, Cody. No issues whatsoever, dude. I'm just saying I didn't understand the question. I just feel like he has earned this a long time ago. He's picked up the victory over Sheamus. So I think we are moving on now. SOS to Cesaro. I hear them shouting. Okay, this is his second match. Let's change this down here. Boom. Days, who has the best spear of all time and why is it Edge? Could be Edge. Could be Edge. I don't know who's got the best spear. I do like Rhino's gore, which is a spear. And I think that works because it's such a big guy behind it as well. I'd argue Rhino. Right, Sheamus is limping off. Kofi has moved on. He's on to match number 2 against Cesaro. AEW should hire Brodus Clay. Yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, I like Kofi, but Daniel Bryan has ninja skills. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It'll be a tough match. But I think they've done a good job of showing that Kofi has got the ability to dig deep. You know, he's a great wrestler. He's got great aerial ability. They're different styles. What Kofi can do in the air, Daniel Bryan can do on the mat. Daniel Bryan is a better submission specialist than Kofi, but Kofi is a better aerial expert than Daniel. And really, it's going to come down to how the match goes. You know, if Kofi can get some of his aerial moves off, then he's got a great chance of winning. I think on paper it's a really good match. Actually, it's not like he's got no chance at all. But yeah, it's a mountain. It's an absolute mountain. But that's what WrestleMania is all about, isn't it? Seeing people climb those mountains. And I think that's why it'd be a nice moment if Kofi wins at WrestleMania and then Big E turns. That'd be sick. That'd be great. Do the WWE Mattel Retro figure stands fit Mattel figures? I have no idea. I've never tried. I would imagine so. How long do you think Daniel has been to Japan? I don't know what you mean. What do you mean by that, dude? You have a great channel. And also, do you think Cena faces Angle at Mania? Yes. Amar, 100%. I do, yes. You're obsessed with Big E turning. I am obsessed with it. Just because it's the only way I can justify Kofi getting the title. I can't justify Kofi being a champion and the New Day living happily ever after. That doesn't work for me. I feel like there has to be a trauma that comes out of it. I feel like Big E is one of the best future champions WWE has got. He's just like this great little secret that's not really a secret. He's just been in the New Day all this time, but he's big. He's called Big E. So it's like, it's this big guy, and yeah, really, it's a match I would love to see. I'd love to see a New Day triple threat. I think that'd be so good. And I'd love to see Kofi against Big E. So it's wishful thinking that he turns heel. Where is Bray Wyatt? Good question. A lot of us are asking that. Days, if it's a 6-man ladder match for the US title, who do you think the 6 people will be? Apparently it's not, dude. It's just a straight one-on-one. It's Rey Mysterio versus Samoa Joe, and that's it. If Kofi is champion, all New Day are champions. Friendship never ends. Ah, that's nice. Not true, but nice. Xavier Woods came up with the New Day, so we have him to thank for all of this. Ray looks up to his son, and his son looks up to him. Bray Wyatt's at home. Where's Bray Wyatt? He's at home, watching this match with a digestive biscuit. Is that like a clover leaf? Yeah, it is. It's a clover leaf submission hold, I believe. On Kofi. Kofi having to try and power out of this. Kofi, of course, I think he's like a good 20-odd minutes into this match now. Oh, gets slammed down. Samoa Joe is just going to pick at whatever is left of Kofi Kingston. He is going to pick at the bones, isn't he? Poll is up. Do you know what? I'm not even going to look at this poll. I already know it's going to be vegan strong style in there. I bet it's vegan strong style versus vegan strong style versus vegan strong style versus strong style vegan. Look at this. Another submission hold from Cesaro. Screams of pain from Kofi Kingston. Absolute screams. Bellowing out. There we go. The rumour is he will be Matt's partner at WrestleMania because Jeff will get injured. I wouldn't want that. I want to see the Hardy Boys. I don't want to see the deleter of worlds. 1, 2. Oh, Kofi gets the pin. 2 down. 3 to go. Kofi Mania. Here comes Rowan. Kofi Mania. Look at this. More and more people are watching backstage. They're doing a really good job of telling this story. It started off with the New Day and the Usos backstage eating pancakes. Then you had the Hardys. Now you got Mustafa Ali. There's just more and more people cheering, and it's going to get to the last person and he's going to lose. Right, we're up to number 3. Kofi versus Rowan. Kofi beats Sheamus. Kofi beats Cesaro. I got a feeling that Kofi is going to beat Rowan as well. Charging in, big splash on Kofi, who gets thrown to the outside. Running round. Oof, big collision. Big collision. Did you say in a video there was a Retro Fest Ric Flair at GameStop? I'm looking forward to buying it. Yes, I did. I have one. It is downstairs. I can grab it if you would like to see it. I can get it quite quickly. I'll get it now, actually. Right, it's Rowan versus Kofi. Let me grab this figure. I'm still in the room. They're fighting on the outside of the ring. Come on, Kofi. Kofi Mania. We're not Kofi. Kofi Mania. Kofi Mania. Whoa. There we go. That's it. Retro Fest. Ric Flair. Woo! Based on WrestleMania 8. This is Ric Flair. That is the, I want to say current Retro Fest. I don't know if it's this or Hacksaw Jim Duggan. But that's it. This is his face. There you can see. Not the most animated facial expression. I would say that probably lets the figure down. Why have they not made... Have they ever made... I don't know if they've ever made... I'm going to say they haven't ever made a Ric Flair going... Woo! You need that as a head, don't you? Changeable Ric Flair head. Woo! That's what we need. But that doesn't have that face. Instead, that's, what am I doing in Massachusetts, kind of Ric Flair. And there we can see a bit of info on the back. Figure 4 lead lock. So that is it. That is what you are looking for. The Retro Fest Ric Flair. Right, they're still fighting on the outside. Kofi gets slammed onto the commentary table. There's a few more people out back. We can see R-Truth as well. Commentary table gets destroyed. Boos are raining down from the crowd. Picking him up by his hair. Look at that, by his hair. Bang! Slamming him through. That commentary table explodes. Perfect time to come back. Jax did. And Mattel tried to deviate from what Jax have done. Yeah, fair play. Now that we're getting, now that we are getting changeable heads. What? I think Rowan just got DQ'd. Oh, so that's been a DQ win for... Oh, the scene's going on right now. So, Kofi gets slammed through the commentary table. Joe is on his way down. This match should end now. If we're being realistic. There's no way Kofi should beat Samoa Joe right now. There just is no way. If he does, it's unrealistic unless someone helps him. I hope they've got some clever way of booking this. Kofi beats Rowan by DQ. Kofi's going to win, but Vince is going to say no. I did it, I won. Nah, I was joking, changed my mind. You can headline WrestleMania 25. It's been and gone. Jax was more consistent with making playsets. That's true. Days, they played the Bludgeon Brothers theme for Rowan. Did they? Did they? What? When he came out? Dominic looks down on Rey. GameStop was charging $40 for the entrance Great Demon Finn. What? They should pay you $40. Really my least favourite Finn Balor Demon King, that one. It was just, it's not, for the extra money, I mean, they were charging £30-odd here, which actually is probably about $40. Yeah, not the best Demon King. Matt Riddle shows up, gives Finn Balor a high kick and double leg takedown, and then side mount for the knee to the head. When is this happening? At WrestleMania? Days, did you find the Bludgeon Brothers in Smith's? I did not. I looked on their website and there was none in stock in any of the stores. You can actually go on Smith's website and see what shops have them. No store in the country had them the other day. So I don't know if their stock is delayed. As far as I know, there shouldn't be any issues with missing items anymore. So this I'm keeping a close eye on that. I'm hoping that it will turn up. Because I couldn't find Nikki Cross. But I have had people sending me pictures now. So, can we all give our friend Jennifer some support in the chat, please? I can't see what Jennifer said. Days, make a video about the best and worst WWE theme songs. Can't do it. You can't do it because you would have to play the theme songs and they're all copyright. So you run the risk of the video just being taken down. You've got to be really careful about entrance musics and stuff like that. It's why we don't have the sound up quite very loud on here, because if it picks up, it's why I sing them, because I'm allowed to sing them, but I'm not allowed to out and out play them. Get the Necker Nez Jason for 25 at GameStop. Much better choice than Finn. Who is your favourite NXT superstar? Mine is Velveteen Dream. I love Bianca Belair, Io Shirai, Matt Riddle, Pete Dunne. Huge Pete Dunne fan. Mustache Mountain, of course. Dave Mastiff. Love Dave Mastiff. I'd say them. And Undisputed Era. So pretty much all of them. I thought Smiths were only stocking 4 or 5 per set now, while online retailers get the whole sets. Smiths didn't get EY either. I think it was from Elite 65. That's not what I've heard. I was under the impression they were getting them all, and they have them listed online. So if they weren't going to be stocking, say, bludgeons, they surely wouldn't list them. They surely wouldn't put them up. So, yeah, I've not heard that news. That is news to me. Nikki Cross is in the watch party with the New Day. Oh, yes, she is. We've just gone backstage. Carmella, Heavy Machinery are there as well. I thought they were, like, dancing around with No Way Jose. Right, Samoa Joe has got Kofi in the ring. Just firing shots off. If you have just joined us, you haven't missed a great deal. It's not been the best of Smackdowns. I feel like the best bit is to come. And that is going to be when surely Kofi emerges victorious. He's got to, hasn't he? He's got it all to do right now, though. He's in there with Samoa Joe. Orton and Styles will steal the show. Fire Vixen 6418 Maurice. Shout out to you. Who do you like better, Pete Dunne or Tyler Bate? I would say Pete Dunne at the moment, but only because he's getting more opportunity to show what he can do. Tyler Bate's in a tag team, so you know, half of the matches stood on the outside of the ring, whereas Pete Dunne is obviously working throughout all of his match. So I feel like Pete Dunne gets more opportunity to show what he can do at the moment. If Tyler Bate goes back to being like a singles wrestler, then then I'm back on board Tyler Bates bandwagon. I'm still on Tyler Bates bandwagon. I'm a big Mustache Mountain fan, but I think what Pete is doing with that championship at the moment is incredible, brilliant. Like one of the best recent WWE superstars. If you were to talk about the best of the past few years, you have to talk about Pete Dunne. You just have to. I would make you. Right. Samoa Joe is cranking on the neck of Kofi. Kofi firing some shots into the midsection. Smashing Samoa Joe around the head. Against the ropes goes Kofi. Massive clothesline. Turns Kofi inside out. Vicious gets a 2 count. Cheeky 2 count. They are wasting Nakamura. Agreed. Dave's my favourite. Demon Finn figure is the network spotlight. That is a very cool one, dude. Good shout. Good shout. Look at that. Kofi gets turned inside out. At the end of Mania, WWE should have Kofi win the title and then the whole of the locker room come out to congratulate him. And then Big E turns. Yeah! Big E turns. Big E turns. Big E turns. You gotta give the people, aka me, what we want. Thank you very much, Nails and NY. Hope you are enjoying SmackDown Live. Dave, have you ever been to Mania? Richie, I have not. And I'm not sure I ever will. Because, to be honest, I really enjoy spending the time with you guys. I can't imagine going and not streaming WrestleMania. I mean, like, I don't think sitting in the stadium I would be able to do it. Like, a battery would die, or the connection would go wobbly, or it would be too noisy and you wouldn't hear me. So, yeah, I'm not sure I could make that work. Who knows? Maybe technology in the future. I'll be able to go to WrestleMania in like a bubble. Like some kind of pod that I can just sit in the stadium and I can have like a camera and a TV screen and I can watch it live. And then I can just be like, guys, look at this. This is insane. Oh, can you believe it? Nicholas is world champion. Yeah. Like that. Samoa Joe. Got Kofi. Kofi slamming Joe down. About 40 minutes. Kofi Kingston's been wrestling now. Jumps into the corner. Oh, now's an NY. You're going to WrestleMania. Have a great time. 2. Oh, Kofi gets the pin on Samoa Joe. Kofi has beaten Samoa Joe. That's feels like one step too far, that does to me. No help. Clean win. How does he beat Sheamus, Cesaro, Rowan, and Samoa Joe? I feel, I don't know. I'm not sold on this. Kofi beats Joe. They're watching backstage. They're getting very irate because Kofi is getting choked out by a coquina. Samoa Joe has choked out Kofi Kingston. And he's still got a viper to face. Kofi is down. Kofi beats Sheamus. Kofi beats Cesaro. Kofi beats Rowan. Kofi beats Joe. Gary, do you think so? I'm starting to think you're right, Gary. I think Gary North is onto something. Kofi Mania is how he wins, you must believe. Well, look, nothing but love. Nothing but love to Kofi Kingston. I want to see him go to WrestleMania. I just feel like they could book this a little bit more realistic. Like, even if someone helps him get past Randy Orton now, because surely they're going to have to. Don't tell me that Kofi is going to beat Randy Orton now. They better have Evan Bourne had better be there. That's all I'm saying. Evan Bourne had better come out. He had better come out. Because if they just have Kofi winning clean, I can't go for that. I can't subscribe to that. I'm going to have to unsubscribe from that idea. Right, let's do the last wheel of fun, shall we? Because it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that Kofi winning again without any help? He's just winning clean? Unrealistically? Against 4 people? Maybe 5? Yes. It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum-boo. Right, here we go. Wheel of Fun. Wheel of Fun. Wheel of Fun. Wheel of Fun. There she is, look. Big and beautiful. Can I just say, big and beautiful. You sexy wheel. You sexy, sexy wheel. Never has a wheel looked prettier. The prettiest wheel I've ever seen. Please don't land on forfeit. Please. Slam attack! Yes, 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 yes. Honestly, I couldn't cope with more crickets. I'd just throw up. I would hurl. Right. Right, Struth. 3 packs of slam attacks. 3 packs of slam attacks. And there he is, look, on the front. Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton. And Jack Swagger, Bad News Brown, and John Cena. But look at that. The next match we're going to watch right now. Randy Orton versus Kofi Kingston. So this is going to be a nightmare. Because we all know that the VAR doesn't work. So we are going to have to wait for about 20 years for this to catch up with where the chat is now, so that we don't get any lag. It's going to be horrible. I don't even know if it's going to work. But we are going to give away 3 packs of slam attacks. Okay. VAR, don't let me down. This has been a so Smackdown so far. Miz opening the show was a good promo. Loved the Iconics winning. Actually, that was class. So, yeah, down for that. Becky and Charlotte brawling was, they were just fighting. Whatever. Wasted a bit of time. Daniel Bryan promo, not great. Just a bit bland. And then obviously the Gauntlet match that has been as realistic as me winning Mr. Universe. So, can't wait to go back and watch Kofi somehow beat Randy Orton. I'm sure he will. I hope they've got something creative booked. I hope there is something in this next segment for us to get excited about. With that being said, VAR is still being a heel. And I don't know why. Why are you being a heel? Please work, you stupid thing. Let's do that. Let's do that. And go back into it. Here we go. Is that going to update it? Is it going to update it? Yes, I think, has it? Yeah, it sort of has. Okay. Yes, it's worked. Brilliant. Right, this will go to the 16th person that gives me the 16th person that gives me the word Kofi. Give me the word Kofi. Just give me the word Kofi, and let's get to the end of this SmackDown. What if Brie comes out with Daniel and acts all earthy? That would be awesome. I'd love that. Come out with little baby recycle or whatever it's called. Yeah, that would be cool. Right, here they come, the Kofis. Here come the Kofis. Right. 1, 2. A lot of Kofis. Look at all these Kofis. Look at all these Kofis. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10. Okay, that goes to Jamie McKay. Well done, Jamie McKay. Very, very cool, dude. It's nice, actually, that Jamie wins those. Jamie joins us on a lot of streams, which is awesome. So this time, the 3 packs of Slam Attacks go to Jamie McKay. And yes, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, because we are back this weekend for UFC. Back next week for Raw, next week for SmackDown. We are building towards WrestleMania, where we are going to have epic figure giveaways. Epic. Loads of them. Right, let's go back to the action. We are 17 minutes away from the conclusion of this week's SmackDown. Kofi Mania is gripping the WWE Universe. I can tell you that Randy Orton is in there at the moment with Kofi. Kofi has got past Sheamus, Cesaro, Rowan, Samoa Joe, all without any help at all. And now he is in there against the final person, Randy Orton. I can see this going for 10 minutes or so. I don't know if he's going to win this clean. I really hope he doesn't. I really hope he doesn't win it clean, because I just feel like it would be too unrealistic. But he is hanging on in there. He is getting choked at the moment. It's a headlock, middle of the ring. Not a great deal going on. Both guys in the middle. Big smile on the face of the Viper. Maybe AJ Styles will get involved. Big E turns heel. Yes. Vince will strip Kofi of the title match. AJ should beat up Randy so Kofi can win. But if he does that, will Kofi not get disqualified? Got to think about these things, dude. Shout out to George Evans. Days, can I trade my slams in? You can trade it in for a championship opportunity if you want. You can trade it in for the money in the bank. I will do that deal. Straight to the midsection of the Viper. This is WWE days. Nothing is realistic. True. Kofi for the win, says Suzanne Alessandro, saying Kofi's going to turn heel. Kofi's push in 2009 stopped because of Randy. That's why he's the last man. It's a really good point there by the Gaming Rainbow. Really good point. These two did have an iconic feud way back. Was it 10 years ago now? 10 years ago. There is a real history between these two. So it is cool that it has come down to these two. It's just a bit of a shame how I feel like they could have booked this better. Randy has got Kofi, is slamming his head into the corner. This is a great match to get Randy Orton heat. Crowd loves him too much at the moment. That is true. That is true. He's definitely being very slow, very methodical here. Nice reversal by Kofi. Oh, went for an RKO! Trouble in paradise! Trouble in paradise! But Kofi hasn't got the energy to get over to Randy. Randy rolls out the ring, slithers out the ring like a viper, and he lives for another day. Brock Lesnar turns heel. It could happen. I've heard rumours that he might turn heel. I love your Raw and SmackDown live streams. Thank you very much, my friend. We just have fun. We just have mad bants and good times. So, yeah, thank you very much. Really appreciate you stopping by. So, if you have just joined us, I know a lot of people have just stopped by because they want to see what's going to happen with Kofi. Your boy's doing good. It's all going well so far. He's beaten Sheamus, beaten Cesaro, beaten Rowan, beaten Samoa Joe. He's in there against the final man, the Viper, Randy Orton. He just hit Trouble in Paradise, but it wasn't enough to put away the Viper. And yeah, it's going to be a very interesting final 10 minutes. I feel like Kofi's going to win it, but how does he win it? Is he just going to find a Trouble in Paradise? Is he going to hit an SOS? Or is he going to get some help from someone? Who knows? Maybe like a stalker's going to come in and attack, and then it will turn out to be Diamond Dallas Page. Probably won't be. But yeah, they could do some crazy stuff. Kofi is all kicking off. I am here for Randy. Gabby Troyer is here for Randy. Wow. Okay. Fair play. Fair enough. Matt Quinn, thank you very much for the support, my friend. Thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate it. As we said, we do live streams all the time. We've got a nice little community over here. It's a really good bunch of people. So, thank you for stopping by. Shout out to Dylan the Gamer. Did someone say Diamond? Diamond Tube. Diamond Tube's ears just went, what? SOS, then Trouble in Paradise for the win, says Jake. I could see that happening, dude. Remember your RKO on the alligator in Florida? I just remember being knackered. Absolutely shattered after about 5 minutes of doing wrestling moves in a swimming pool. I was just like, yeah. I think the video of me after that would have been funnier than the video I recorded, because I was just like, I was in pain. We are at commercials, by the way. Randy Orton is so hot. Yes. Days, do you think Matt Hardy will ever be world champion in WWE? No. Randy. Does I tell you what, there's a lot of Randy Orton fans in here. I wasn't expecting this. I thought it was going to be Kofi Mania in the chat this evening. Love your videos. Thank you very much. Catherine Garcia. I appreciate it. Days, give my son Colin a shout out. No problem. Colin Longton. Is it Colin Longton or just Colin? Colin. Shout out to you, my friend. You're a great YouTuber and you have great shit. Oh, I tell you what, there's a lot of love in here this evening. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's channel our thoughts, our positivity, our energy to Kofi Kingston. We know he needs that power of positivity. Let's send him that power of positivity as he tries to overcome Randy Orton. Do you think Randy's going to hit that RKO and then it's going to be a now or never moment? Can he survive? Can he kick out of an RKO? We might find out. Right. Kofi is up top on one of the ring posts. Looks like Randy Orton is looking for a superplex. Shots to the midsection. from Kofi. Clubs across the back as well. Kofi still fighting, still in this. Big headbutt from Kingston, who's very comfortable up there. He's channeling his inner Jamaican. Oh, reversal! Kick out by Kofi. Cheeky too. This has got a nice pace to it now. As Randy Orton throws Kofi outside the ring, looking for that draping DDT. Got him in position. Drives him down. Kofi Kingston eats a bit of Smackdown ring. Randy Orton pointing at the sign saying he ain't going to WrestleMania. And he's calling for it. This is the moment. The Viper is calling for the RKO. He's in position. He's waiting for Kofi to get up. Kofi is using those ropes to get up to his feet. Stay down, Kofi! Stay down! Oh, reversed into a pin. He's got him! Kofi got him! Kofi pinned him! What? I did not expect that to end that quick. There's still 7 minutes. There's still 7 minutes. Ah, the New Day have come out. Xavier Woods, Big E have run down. Look at that. Randy Orton was looking for the RKO. He couldn't hit it. Little roll up. 1, 2, 3. Kofi Kingston is on the shoulders of Big E, of Xavier Woods. The crowd on their feet. Kofi Mania is alive and well. The only problem is we've still got 7 minutes and there's every chance we hear from Vince. Kofi climbing up. We need to keep our eyes on this because this could change. This story can develop. Big cheers in there. The crowd are loving it. James Ellsworth is here as well in the chat. Hello, James Ellsworth. And here comes Vinnie Mac. We said. Vinnie Mac is here. He's got a smile on his face, actually. Vince McMahon. Loves big sweaty man. Let's hear from Vinnie Mac. He's congratulating Kofi. You're going to WrestleMania? As long as one more person he's got to be. Is it going to be someone in the New Day? No. There's one more person he's got to beat, guys. But there's only 5 minutes to go. Good luck. Who is it? One more person? Daniel Bryan. He's got to beat Daniel Bryan to get to WrestleMania. Wow. And how's he going to do that in 5 minutes? How is he going to beat Daniel Bryan in 5 minutes? Big E, Xavier Woods, shouting and screaming at Daniel as he makes his way down to the ring. This is not over. This is not over. Right, 4 minutes, guys. 4 minutes. Kofi Kingston has got to try and beat the champion after he beat 5 people. This is the stupidest booking I have ever seen. But I am all in. In the words of AEW, I am all in. There we go. Kofi versus Daniel Bryan. Kofi firing some kicks, firing in some shots. In all fairness, if Daniel Bryan can't beat Kofi Kingston, who has had to go through that gauntlet match Daniel Bryan does not deserve to be WWE champion. Right, Daniel putting Kofi up on that top turnbuckle. This is a load of BS. Days, even watching live, I still can't wait for your reaction videos. All in. Lol. Someone distract the ref. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here. Big. Huge back suplex off the top. 2. Kick out by Kofi. I can't understand this booking. There's 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes left of this show. Unless they've agreed an overrun. But even then, Kofi shouldn't be beating Daniel Bryan, the champion, after wrestling for an hour. He's Kofi Kingston. He's not Captain Planet. That's Daniel Bryan. Right, Kofi gets to the ropes. He manages to break the label lock. Kofi is down. He is struggling, as you can imagine. Firing in the kicks now from Daniel Bryan. People saying SOS. Kofi Kingston will win. He's almost beaten Bryan. Duck underneath. He's got him in an SOS. Hits it. 2. Ah! Kick out by Daniel. SOS and a kick out by Daniel. Oh. 2 minutes to go. Call your friends. Call your family. There's a happening right now. Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston. Kofi hits the SOS on Daniel Bryan. Just gets a 2. Just gets a 2. Here we go. Look, Daniel firing in some kicks. Daniel into the corner, charging in. Running knee. Going again for a second running knee. Hits it. How is this going to end? Ooh, little roll up. 2. Kick out by Daniel again. I tell you what, they have got the crowd. They have got the crowd. Every time there's a 2 count, the crowd are like, back elbow from Kofi Kingston. Kingston on the middle rope, top rope, jumps round. No one home. Didn't connect with anything. And what is Daniel looking for now? I think he's going to fire in some stomps on the head. He's holding the arms as he stomps down. We've got a minute left of SmackDown Live. And Daniel is calling for that running knee. He is calling to put Kofi away. Here are the yes chants. Well, the no chants these days. There's the running knee. There's the running knee. 2. Daniel Bryan has beaten Kofi Kingston. The new Daniel Bryan has... What is going on? I love it. I love it. Kofi shouldn't have won that match. There's no way Kofi should be beating Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan celebrates. The New Day come down to the ring. So does Rowan. Daniel Bryan on the entrance ramp celebrating as the screen fades to black. Drama. Daniel Bryan prevents Kofi from WrestleMania. I feel like he's still going to get there. This story still needs to unfold. But he hasn't got there tonight. It hasn't gone as people were expecting. A shock. A shock. Look at this. The shock in the chat. What the hell? That booking did no one any favours. That is so true. No one comes out of that looking good. I suppose Kofi looks good because he did win the Gauntlet and then had to face the champion. Wow, look at this. There's a bit of anger in the chat here. Look, a big surprise. Big surprise. Make no mistake about it. Kofi versus Daniel Bryan. We weren't expecting that match. It was obviously Kofi got through the Gauntlet. Vince McMahon came out, said you're going to have to go up against this person. In my head, if I'm being honest, I was thinking Sami Zayn. Or, do you know what? It might have made more sense if it was Luke Harper. Like a returning Luke Harper. But it wasn't. It was Daniel Bryan. And it's right. It's right that Daniel Bryan wins that. Daniel Bryan, the champion, should not be losing that match. But how does he get into that WrestleMania match from here? How is he going to get there? Honestly, let me know. Let me know. How is he going to get there? The Brave Warrior says, Days, Vince is a racist. That's it. That's it. There can be no other explanation. Kofi faces Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. Well, not at the moment, but let's see. Terrible storyline. Vince is biased towards Kofi Kingston. I'm making a list and Vince just made it. I rate that match a 1 out of 100. I hate Vince. Wow, there is a lot of angry people. I've never seen such anger in the chat. I think they will wait till the go-home show. How are they going to do it, though? It's really interesting. How are they going to book it? How are they going to get Kofi there? How are they going to do that? I don't know how they're going to do it. Because I think a lot of us, myself included, you see, I know a lot of people here might not watch us every single week. I was saying last week, I would have some of Kofi's old friends, people like Evan Bourne, bring him in for 1 week, book him for 1 week, and get him to help Kofi get through this Gauntlet match. It would just be a nice callback. It would just be, you know, the commentators can talk about Air Boom and the fact they were in a tag team. And they can talk about his Jamaican gimmick. And they can talk about, you know, the New Day. And they can talk, like, his whole career can be told in that Gauntlet match. And we did get a little taste of it because he faced Randy at the very end. And that was class because they had a fantastic feud. A fantastic feud back in 2009. And it was right that Randy was like the last person for him to beat. I don't like the fact that he won that Gauntlet match clean. I really don't think Kofi should be beating Sheamus, Cesaro, Rowan, Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, who now looks like the biggest schmuck on the whole roster. Samoa Joe, the current US champion, cannot beat Kofi Kingston, who has already been destroyed by Sheamus, Cesaro, and Rowan. Samoa Joe should retire after that. Samoa Joe should be disgraced with himself. How did he come up short in that? And Randy Orton? How did Randy Orton not beat Kofi Kingston? Both of them should be straight forced into retirement. That's it. You guys are not at the level we need you at. If you can't beat Kofi Kingston, who's just had to be, you know, go through the bar, and Rowan, who put him through a commentary table, you don't belong in the WWE. But anyway, all of that to one side. I would have had some of his old friends coming back, and I would have told the story that way, but they went a different way. I wasn't really keen on it. And then, obviously, we got Daniel Bryan. I don't mind. It's another swerve. It's another bump in the road. I'm just very interested. How do we get there? How are we going to get there? Wellington T. Kofi in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Ooh, winner. Dude, Wellington T. First of all, thank you so much for the donation. You've got Frugal, our zombie friend, running all over my face. But yes, dude, that is an amazing idea. we were talking earlier about the winner of the Andre the Giant Battle Royal getting a United States Championship opportunity. Obviously, we saw Dominic tonight, which is random. I feel like we're going to see quite a bit of Dominic at WrestleMania. Dominic is this year's Nicholas, confirmed. But yeah, I love that idea. That would give Braun something to fight for as well. Like, Braun, you know, now doesn't look like he's in a nothing match. If the winner, dude, that is so good. That is so good. I hope they do that. I hope they do that. I really hope they do that. Winner of the Andre Battle Royal goes on to face Daniel Bryan. I love that idea. Wellington T should run WWE booking. See, I'm not alone, Wellington T. People are fans here of your ideas. Days, what the hell happened to Kofi? Well, look, maybe there is an idea like what Wellington T just came up with. I think it's clever booking, actually. Personally, I think it's clever booking. I don't like the fact that Kofi won the Gauntlet, but I do like the fact that we all expected Kofi to win tonight, and it didn't happen. It's a swerve. It's a swerve. I can tell you right now, it's like coming up to 2:10 in the morning in the UK. There's a lot of people that are asleep. They're going to be waking up in a few hours' time, 6, 7 o'clock, a few hours. They're going to be waking up, checking the results, expecting to see Kofi won that Gauntlet match. And they're going to be surprised when they see that he didn't. So I'm down for that. I like that little swerve. I'm just interested in how we get there. Chickens love pizza. Cool. Vince hates Mania. Vince hates Mania. That's why former WWE superstars go to AEW. I'm not sure I feel like there's a bigger story at play here. I feel like Kofi will get there. Maybe it's wishful thinking. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but I do feel like he will get there. Blame Dylan the Gamer says blame T-Series. Blame T-Series? Kofi versus me, says WrestleFactor. Right, I think we've covered Kofi. High drama. People are upset. That's fine. Let's just quickly run through the show before we call it quits for this week's stream. So, show started with The Miz. And I thought The Miz did a good job. Talking very passionate about the fact that, he's given his all. I think he said for like 13 years, which means he's been there longer than Kofi Kingston. I honestly couldn't tell you who joined first, The Miz or Kofi. It must have been The Miz. And he was saying that he always worked to get to WrestleMania. And now he's going to go and he's going to give Shane the fight of his life. He said that had cost him all his relationships, apart from the relationship with his wife and kid, and it got quite personal, and his eyes seemed to get a little bit red, and I said, like, it seems like he was a bit tired. Like, I don't know, like, if he was just putting that all on, but he genuinely came across as stressed. He came across as just, kind of shattered, really. It was good. I was definitely on board with that. The Iconics beat the Boss and Hug Connection. Loved that. Big fan of that. Loved the Iconics. So hopefully they get a title match at some point. A lot of people in the chat seem to think they might get added to like a fatal 4-way. We might get something along those lines. That would be cool if that's what happened. After that, we got Becky and Charlotte brawling. There was all-out brawl, which was fun. It was okay. We've kind of seen that kind of stuff before, so I can't say it pushed the story along or really did anything. It was what it was. Then we got Daniel Bryan promo. Obviously, the whole Nicholas, Dominic. See, I'm already getting them confused. We found out that we're getting Rey Mysterio against Samoa Joe for the US title. And we saw Dominic. I mean, it's been years. And he's tall as well. Compared to Rey, Rey's like down here and Dominic's like up here. And apparently Dominic's been training to be a wrestler. He's going to be at ringside for that match against Samoa Joe. he's going to get involved. He's definitely getting involved. So, yeah, let's see how that plays out. Daniel Bryan promo was fine. Then we got the Gauntlet match. We spoke about Kofi. And now you can tell I'm about to ask for scores. And that is exactly what people are doing. 6 out of 10 says DB House. 5 out of 10 says Jennifer Carter. A lot of people want the Iconics to be pushed. I agree. 5.8 says Jackson Oak. DB House says 6 out of 10. 2 out of 10 says Shannon Pickett. Minus 0 out of... I don't even know what that number is. Because Kofi goddamn lost. 8.12 out of 10. 6. Dominic for the Battle Royal. Maybe Dominic's going to win the Battle Royal, and then we'll get Dominic versus Daniel for the title later in the show. That would be a swerve. Wouldn't be expecting that. A 6-man would have worked better. Ali, Truth, Joe, Rey, Andrade, and someone else. Yes, I agree. Anyone else notice how hard Miz was holding back a huge laugh when talking about Shane? I can't say I did notice. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. It sucked that he lost. I am mad. I think you're meant to be mad, dude. I think it's all right that you're mad. I think WWE want you to be mad right now. They want you to be upset that he's fallen short. But he'll get there. It's just how he gets there. We'll have to see. It's a good swerve. A lot of people were expecting him to win tonight. So I applaud WWE for swerving us one more time. Mel Gone CRG. Shout out to you. 10 out of 10 only did that for the Iconics. JMFF said, did Kofi win? No, he didn't. He won the Gauntlet, and then Vince came out and said, you got to wrestle one more match, and then brought out Daniel Bryan, and Kofi lost to Daniel Bryan. Do you think Kofi will get a title shot? Yes. 100%. Yes. They would not be doing all of this for him to then not get a title shot. I think it will be similar to what happened with John Cena and The Undertaker. Yep. I can see that happening. Did Kofi win? Nope. Days, make a video on the best current theme songs. I can't do that. 1 out of 10 from Ethan Black. That's anger. There's anger in the chat this evening. Have a nice night, Days, because I already know I won't. Wow. One last shout out to Dylan the Gamer then. A Days out of 10. WWE will be upset when ratings drop next week. I think what you'll see is you will see them put an announcement out saying that they're going to address this situation next week on, whatever, on Raw, on SmackDown. Something will get announced so that it doesn't hurt ratings. There'll be some kind of social media announcement because they will be aware that people will be angry. But I think they want people to be upset. I think they want people to believe that Kofi's not going to get there. But I think he will. I think he will get there. Kofi Mania could have been big. I think it still will be. King Cam, thank you very much. Guys, I think we're done. I think that is it. This was awesome. We started an hour before SmackDown. We are going to continue that next week. So for Raw, we will start an hour before Raw. We will go straight through the show. Then on Tuesday, we're going to do SmackDown, and we'll start an hour before SmackDown. Obviously, we've got UFC this weekend. We do all the UFC shows as well, so that's our next stream. And we are working and building towards WrestleMania. That stream, I cannot emphasize it enough, is going to be huge. I am going to make sure I have got more figures to give away than we have ever given away. I will find an extra special forfeit. We're just going to go bigger, better, bolder. We're going huge for that WrestleMania live stream. So let's see how that goes. Do you know, I am so tempted. I am really tempted to say that we restart with the live stream championships. We restart and we go with WrestleMania and something like that, and we go bigger with the live stream championships. And don't know, we'll give it some thought. Feel free to drop comments about that in the comments to this video on YouTube, because I will read them if you've got ideas about how you want to improve the stream or how you think WrestleMania can be the biggest stream. So awesome. Right, guys, that is it. Thank you so much for joining us. This was Mad Bants. This was a lot of fun. As we said, we're back for the weekend. Obviously, we've got loads of videos coming up on the channel anyway. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe, because we will be doing videos all over the next few days. Figure videos, WrestleMania stuff, loads of stuff on the way. Awesome, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.